I mean, maybe you have another bottle up there, but that was the last of the bottle I saw.
Well, thanks for letting me know. I do have some bourbon up there. All right, we're live. I'm going to let the chat roll on in. Welcome to Scotch and Smoke Rings. If you're new to the program, and actually, we're not playing a game today. I was going to go over that later, but we're not playing a game today because I have a guest here. Many of you will recognize him, many of you will not, because it's been a long time. I don't know how long, since my brother has been on the program. So my brother is here with me today. He's just here for the Scotch. Yes. Actually, it's the rum.
The rum, just the rum and the cigars. And yeah, I think it's been 8 years.
8 years? Yeah. Has it been that long?
I think it was 2017.
Holy, 2017?
I think it was 2017.
Goodness gracious.
Yep.
Well, it's been a long time.
I seem to only come on here when I don't have a job and I get bored or something like that. I don't know.
Another thing I wanted to tell you before we went live is you don't need to share personal details with the chat, like that you don't have a job.
Oh, what?
Just saying. Whatever you're comfortable with, it's fine. Anyway, my brother's here, and we're drinking scotch and drinking rum and smoking cigars, but that means no game today. No game today. It's going to be a shorter episode than usual. I'm not going to be playing a game. We'll be live for an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Who knows? Maybe 2 hours. We'll see how we feel. But we're definitely going to be here for a little while. Carpy is in the chat and says, yay, y'all getting tanked again?
Yeah, I think the last time I did get pretty tanked. Yeah.
I mean, whenever they mention you, they always say, when's your brother going to come get drunk on camera again? So, yeah, they remember the last time you were here.
I think I got tanked, and then I watched him play Outlast.
That's right. I played Outlast, yeah.
Which I remember having a lot of fun with the jump scares.
It was scary.
Yeah.
It was scary. I mean, I've got a scary game here that... Do I have it installed? There was one scary game I was going to play in time. I don't think it's installed, no. Anyway, yeah,
They're already chomping on the bit about the Fallout show.
Yeah, all right. Well, of course, everybody's going to be really eager to talk about the latest episode of the Fallout show, but this is Scotch and Smoke Rings. We've got the rum and the scotch. We need the smoke rings.
Let's get the smoke going.
I've got 3 options for my brother today. We've got the JFR Lunatic, which comes in this beautiful little box. This is what they look like. They are perfecto shaped, but they're a little shorter and a little stubbier than usual. So I've got 3. Just choose the one you want.
So you got the fat stubbies.
Then we've got Inferno Flashpoints, which are torpedo shaped. Wait, no, they're perfecto shaped as well. So they're, instead of fat stubbies, they're long stubbies. And then I've got, I think it's called Bull Moose. And these are Robustos. So what looks best to you today?
The fat stubbies. I don't know if I want to handle that big of a stub, so I'll go for the...
You can handle as much of a stub as you want. Big stub, thick stub, thin stub. Whatever you're down for. I want something hefty in my mouth, okay. So I'm going to go for a thick stub.
Okay, you do that. Okay.
There you go. Thank you. Look at that sucker. It's got a little pigtail there on the back. I'm liking this.
It's like a stick of dynamite.
Yeah. The Burned Man Walks, a member for 50 months and a silver ox, says, you got to get the Comcast guy out of the closet for this stream too. Well, I mean, he's been behaving very well. We haven't had very many internet connectivity problems recently, so I think since the plan is working, maybe he should just stay where he is. No need to interrupt a working system. And Greg Hinojo says, I was never around for an Oxfam stream, so heck yeah, glad to see you guys tonight. Thank you, Greg. Yeah, I mean, it's been a long time. I think it was I doing Fallout stuff at the time? The last time you were on camera?
I honestly, I don't remember. You might have just started.
I think I had been doing it for a couple of years at that point.
Maybe. But Cornelius Noble says here, he remembers watching that last, but he says that you should react to your episode 336. He says it's your first Fallout video where you actually say you like the game, but may or may not play it again.
Really?
That'd be pretty funny. Watching yourself say something like that.
Yeah, it'd be interesting going back in time and seeing those. Simon Passant says, keep smiling, Ox. Thank you, Simon. Daylina says, that's what she said. What about the short stubby?
Ocelot says, is asking if I can grow a beard. It is possible. However, I don't know. It ends up looking like armpit hair, just like a big bush of armpit hair just sticking down like that. And so I just tend to just shave it off. Plus the wife appreciates it better that way. So makes her happy, I'll do it.
Yeah, mine grows in nice and full. His grows in a little bit janky. So I've got like a log cabin lumberjack vibe. He's got like a truck stop at midnight vibe.
Ugh.
With Am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, a lot of weird stuff goes on at a truck stop at midnight, so I don't know if I want to be associated with that at all.
I'm wrong then. That's just inaccurate. Mad Dog 1977 became a bronze ox. Thank you so much, Mad Dog. Brandon Beltfed says, why is it hard to solve crime in Alabama? Because there are no dental records and the DNA is all the same. Cheers! Thank you, Brandon Beltfed. So you're not going to be able to hear it, but I've got sound effects going on in the background
it's all
here.
Good. Yeah. For the drinks, I'm doing rum and coke.
All right, I got what?
Yeah.
I got rum and coke, and I got the scotch and rock.
He has limited options, so he's got the rum and he's got the scotch, and so I go for the rum.
I got gin, I've got vodka, I've got bourbon, I've got a lot of options. He's trying to make it sound like I don't have a fully fleshed out bar.
Okay, you're lacking in options that I want. So rum is going to be rum and coke.
Yeah. Well, rum is one of the better options. Cheers.
Cheers. I may have to make another one soon, though, because this one's almost gone.
Jeez. Well, pace yourself. I usually make these stretch the full 4 hours. And they do remember the last time you were on the show, and you want this one to be memorable, but not that memorable.
Okay.
Right?
Got it.
Okay. Uncle Jimmy's Basement says, man, your Fallout Season 2 Episode 5 was so good. Thank you for posting it. You're welcome. I tell you what, these are brutal. So they drop their episodes Tuesday night at midnight or Wednesday morning at 12 in the morning. And I've got to be up, right? Because if I got to react as fast as possible because I'm competing with all of YouTube. So I'm there at midnight watching the episode, then writing the script, then narrating it and recording it and then editing it. And at some point I got to sleep, and then I sneak in a couple hours of sleep, and then I'm editing the video, and that takes all day so that I don't get it done until the day after. And still people beat me. I don't get how they do. Like, other YouTubers are getting their response videos out a couple hours after the episode airs, and I don't know how it's done. I can't do it. I used to work really fast, but maybe I'm just really methodical or something, but I can't get an episode out that quickly. So yeah, it was pretty brutal getting the episode out as quickly as I did, but I did get it out the day after the episode aired, and it was about 40 minutes long, and they just jam-packed so much into the episode. So they covered a lot. If there's any questions you have about it, you want to go over anything in the video, let me know. Alan K1U says, Morning Ox, question regarding Season 2, Episode 5. It was stated that Jenny was born in April 2065, which makes her 12 by the Great War. But in the screenplay for the pilot, it was stated that she's 6 years old, and she didn't look 12. She didn't look 6 either in Episode 1 of Season 1. But I think the answer to this is that it's the same principle that game developers have for the Fallout games. Whatever actually appears in the game takes precedence, right? And if there's a contradiction between the game and, say, the CD cover, well, then the lore in the game is going to take precedent. The show, I don't believe, ever says what age Janie is. And the script might say, but the audience isn't supposed to be privy to the script, that the script isn't part of the show. The script is a tool that the actors used in order to perform during the show. So if we're going to talk about canonical lore, I think we only need to worry about what actually appears in the show. Space Guy 2329 says, how would you feel about Fallout 5 if it was released around or after the Fallout show series finale as a whole? It'll probably be a while. I know that there is supposed to be something announced at the series finale. Many people have been speculating that it's a Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas remaster. I doubt that. It's certainly not impossible after the news about Oblivion. After what happened with Oblivion, but I don't think that they would announce it this way. Also, you know, it's Kilter Films and Amazon that's got the big announcement, not Bethesda. So I don't think it's going to be a remaster. I don't think it's going to be a Fallout 5. I think it's probably going to be some new Amazon series, maybe the God of War thing that they were talking about, or some new game to television series that they're working on. That's probably what it's going to be. So I wouldn't get your hopes up, but ultimately we don't really know. We'll see. That said, of course, I would love a Fallout 5. Cloud Big says Episode 5 was great, one of the best so far in both seasons. It really was a highlight of both seasons so far, an excellent written show. Omega Volwin says, House Pod, it was in the wrong place at the top of the Lucky 38, and with windows, seen to open to the elements, a single rocket there, and boom. I agree, but we already know that the show kind of takes liberties with the placement of certain objects. And I suppose it's not impossible that House at some point had his stasis pod moved to a top floor. Unlikely, yes. Impossible, no. But, you know, there was a swimming pool in Novak, and Dinky the dinosaur was facing the wrong way, and Mick and Ralph's was too close to the gate and free side, and there are just a lot of little things like that. So having House's stasis pod on the wrong floor of the Lucky 38, I don't like it. But I understand why they did it, because it's much more cinematic the way that they had the camera pan in from Gamora like that. So, I mean, what can you do? I'm just glad that they included it, and I'm glad that they're getting so much of the lore right. Greg Hinojo says, so like, they didn't just straight up kill the ghoul in a ridiculous way, did they? No, the ghoul is not dead. They're not stupid. They're not going to kill off their most iconic character in the Fallout franchise, especially since at the trailers for Season 2, we've already seen footage of the ghoul that we haven't seen in the series yet.
Wait, how do you kill a ghoul officially?
It's possible to kill a ghoul the same way you kill a human,
yeah.
But ghouls have regenerative properties.
Okay.
So the main difference between a ghoul and a human is that a ghoul doesn't die of old age, and radiation heals a ghoul. So we saw earlier in Season 2, and this is something they probably did on purpose to cue us up for what we're about to see in the next episode. The ghoul used a fusion core, the radiation leaking from a fusion core, and held it up to his neck to heal the rope burns that were around his neck after he was hung by the cons. So radiation heals ghouls. Is the ghoul dead because he was impaled on a spike? No, they're not going to kill off the main character, one of the main characters of the franchise, one of the most popular characters. He's going to come back and they're going to heal him some way, probably using radiation.
So like, safe bet is just cut off its head, something like that?
Yeah, I think it'd be hard for them to recover from
but like poison,
being decapitated.
radiation, you know, things that usually make a human sick, and they withstand that, basically.
Yeah, they don't get a lot of viruses, although they are susceptible to like drug addictions. They do like their drugs, they like their alcohol. But
I mean, humans are like that too, so.
But viruses and bacteria, they're pretty much immune to all that.
Okay.
Yeah. But dismemberment is difficult to recover from.
Yep.
Prime Ether says the new Amazon show was announced today. The new Amazon show was announced. What new Amazon show? Like another season of Fallout was announced today? You're going to have to be more specific, Prime Ether. What new Amazon show was announced today? Alan Hama says, other question is that the war started around 9:30 Eastern time, but in the pilot, Coop and Janie were at a birthday party at 6:30 in the morning, which sounds too early. Yeah, that's a problem. That is a problem. I mean, it was 9:30 Eastern time on the East Coast. So 3 hours before that, 6:30, and you're not going to have a child's birthday party in the middle of Hollywood, California at 6:30 in the morning. The sun isn't going to be that bright in the sky, right? It was October 23rd, 2077. It was in the middle of fall. It wouldn't have been that bright outside. So they did mess that up. But we understand why they did it, because they needed the sunlight to show off the whole nuclear destruction. Had it just been a dark night, all you would have seen were the mushroom clouds from the bombs. You wouldn't have seen the expanse of the city being blown to smithereens, or the or much else. Like you needed an excuse to get a bunch of people together to have a reason for them to witness the end of the world. So for narrative purposes, they kind of got the lore wrong there. That's true. Captain Java Shark says, for the long time fan, do you still talk to anyone who made The Grind?
What is that?
And can I get Humail? Do I still talk to anyone who made The Grind?
Is that a video game?
I don't know. I'm getting old. And my memories are starting to fade. What is it that Bob Mortimer said? They're disappearing like fingerprints on an abandoned handrail. I don't know what The Grind is. And I don't know what Humail is. So you're going to have to refresh my memory about that.
Human male.
Human male, yeah. But isn't all male human?
Except email.
Well, but humans send it.
Sure.
Well, robots too. Clell Big says, I think the map reveal might be about the reveal of where the next season will take place.
So what is your demographic here? What is the average age of the people here? Guys, put your ages in the chat. I'm just curious. Do we have
You don't have to put your ages in the chat if you don't want to. I think my demographic is late 20s, early 30s, with a healthy smattering of 40s and 50s in there as well. That's what I'm, based on the analytics that I've read. I think that's
okay. We got 29, 27, 30. Oh, we got a 69. Oh, that can't be real. That's trolling right there.
You know, there are people aged 69. It does happen.
Yeah, but it's above your demographic. I'm sorry.
There might even be a 67 in there.
It would be very rare to have a 69-year-old watching your Fallout content, I have to say.
Well, I've had 60-year-olds watching Fallout content.
Oh, wow. There's a lot of numbers. Okay, we got 27, 32, 32. Oh, yeah. Oh, we got a 75.
Yeah, what would you think the mean age is?
The mean? Jeez. Probably 30. Probably 30.
Yeah, 30, 33, something like that.
30, yeah. Young 30s.
Clow Biggs, are you talking about the Brotherhood of Steel map that we saw at Area 51? It might be where the next season takes place, but we do see Hoover Dam on the map. And that's where this season is taking place as well. So I guess, unless you're referring to another map, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Prime Aether says, also, with Mr. House dead, do you think we get a courier mention? We might get a courier mention, but I don't think it'll be a big one. I think it might be some offhanded thing. Like, if the ghoul stumbles into the Lucky 38 and talks to House as a robot or as a computer program, maybe House will offhandedly say, "You're the first person I've seen since that blasted courier who was here earlier."
Hey, what's a Chad Alpha? Someone says you dress like a Chad Alpha.
I don't know. What is a Chad Alpha?
I don't know. Is that good or bad?
Is it a Chad Alpha or an Alpha Chad?
I don't know.
How does that compare to like a Sigma Chad? I don't know what these things are.
Something tells me it's not good. Well, actually,
It's in all caps.
yeah.
So it's got to be good if it's in all caps. All right. Let's see. I got to catch up on all these comments. Christian Nut says, "I'm starting to not like Todd Howard." All right. Thank you for sharing. There are plenty of people who don't like him. I'm really indifferent, but he was nice when I met him in person. Prime Ether says, "Fallout Shelter, a Fallout theme."
I met Todd Howard in person. Wow. I'm gonna go make another drink.
It's just, all right, just be careful. Don't encourage him. Don't encourage him. I know you guys want a good time, and I want a good time too. But just don't encourage him. He's one down. He's gonna get the other one. That's fine. But then we'll just stop at that. Let him nurse that the rest of the program today. Okay? He needs to nurse that the rest of the night, and then we'll be okay. We'll get through it. Anyway, yeah, Todd Howard's fine. I met him once. He was very kind and he answered my questions. What? That's not a crazy thing to say. Prime Aether says Fallout Shelter, a Fallout themed competition show. That would be fun. I'd love a Fallout themed game show. Alan Hama says, "What is your prediction for the big twist in the finale, if there will be any? And who do you think will cameo in the rest of the season?" We only have 3 episodes left. I don't know if there are going to be any more cameos. I mean, will we see Michael Dorn? I don't know. I mean, it would be wonderful to see some of the familiar faces that we've seen in the franchise in the past. But I can't imagine who would be cameoing in the future. I mean, the only other person who might possibly be connected with the Fallout franchise that we haven't seen this season would be Malcolm McDowell. But as I've already expressed in videos in the past, having him reprise his role as Henry Eden doesn't make a lot of sense. It's certainly possible, but it doesn't make a lot of sense. So I don't know if there's going to be a big twist. Well, they always have a big twist. But this last episode had enough twists in it as well.
So there's only 3 episodes left?
Yeah, for this season.
Oh, there's a 3rd confirmed season?
Probably. I mean, it's their number 1 show, so they're going to be milking this for all it's worth.
Okay, well. There we go. You know, they keep asking, I guess someone missed the information about your cigar. A lot of people are curious about your thick cigar there, so maybe go over that again.
Oh, big boy?
Big boy.
Oh, no, a big boy?
Big boy.
This is called a lunatic hysteria.
Dude, Fallout should make a cigar.
It's called San Francisco Sunlights.
They have what?
Yeah.
I would think that they would make it look like one of the little mini nukes that they have. You know what I mean?
That would be cool. But in Fallout 4, Kellogg smokes San Francisco Sunlights.
Okay. That's not like a Fallout brand cigar. That's just a cigar that one of the characters just happens to smoke, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's not what I'm talking about.
You want like a Fallout branded cigar
Yes.
called like Big Boy.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
We've got the Fat Man launcher.
Yeah.
We just need the Big Boy
Right.
cigar.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be their biggest customer.
That's right.
I really would.
It would look like that. It'd be like a mini nuke. Maybe a little bit girthier around the middle. You know what I mean?
I think we've said the word girth a little bit too much this broadcast. Let's tone down on the girth just a bit.
I mean, girth is a normal word in the English dictionary.
You're
so
right.
I'm
But
not sure what the bad thing is.
I'm not. It's fine. I like girth. Girth is good. It's all about girth.
Wait, is Ron Pearlman in the Fallout?
He has. Ron Pearlman has done the narration in
Really?
every single Fallout game,
Oh,
with the exception of Fallout 4. Instead, he appeared in Fallout 4 as a newscaster.
really?
Yeah. So many people were really wanting to see Ron Perlman show
Are these
up.
small parts?
Yeah, they're not.
So they're like cameos?
He was just hired. I saw him interviewed about this actually. Recently, I saw a short on YouTube where he's like, yeah, it was 1997 and this gaming company wanted to pay me.
So this was a while ago.
It started a while ago, like 1997.
But recently he's still doing stuff.
As recently as Fallout 76,
okay.
He contributed his voice to the Fallout franchise.
Okay.
So that was 2019. Mm-hmm. He's come back every single year to participate in the game. But yeah, he started in 1997 with the very first Fallout game. They paid him like $40 in a sandwich. It wasn't a lot of money.
Well, he was relatively unknown back then, right? So.
Well, I mean, he hadn't done Hellboy then at the time.
Yeah.
But he was big internationally. Like he had done The City of Lost Children, for example.
That sounds familiar. I might have seen that.
I played it soundtrack when we were kids, like all the time.
Oh, is that like the instrumental track?
Yes.
Oh,
it's that French music.
Yeah, dude, that's nostalgic right there.
Yeah, I know. Sure. I listen to that music all the time. But he played a major role in that film.
Was that one of the songs that you made, the Shadows of the Moon? Remember that video you made for our old guild in Dark Age of Camelot?
Yeah.
Da, 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 da.
Yes, that it came from that film.
Oh, see, yes.
Yeah, City of Lost Children.
That was great.
Yeah.
That was great.
And then the Racing the Grim Totem machinima I did for World of Warcraft, the black and white one, the silent film spoof.
Okay.
Yeah, I used the music from that as well.
All right.
Sheng Yang says, hey, Ox, Kyle MacLachlan is going to be at Emerald City Comic Con on March 5th through 8th at the Seattle Convention Center. Awesome. He and I went to Emerald City Comic Con as guests many, many years ago, back when I was known for my World of Warcraft stuff. Remember when I had the...
crap, what year was that? That was 2011?
2011, yeah.
I was fresh. Fresh.
You were fresh. That's right, you were fresh. It's okay to be fresh sometimes. It's okay. But yeah, they gave me a booth and I handed out merch to... This was before Fallout. Back when I was...
that was when I ran into Michelle. Remember Michelle?
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, she was there. She approached me.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. And who knew that she was a geek? She was into geeky things.
She was a geek and she was ready to mingle, but...
Yes, she was. Make up for lost time, huh? Well, I mean, that's great. Emerald City Comic Con is wonderful. I'd love to go back. And of course, I'm a huge fan of Kyle MacLachlan. He actually lives close to me in the Seattle area, the greater Seattle area. Greg Hinojo says, Ox's bro. You got a funny story about Ox? He does not. He doesn't have any funny stories about me. And I'm upset that you asked.
The only story that I could say is when I was young, we both loved G.I. Joes, right? And he made me play the Cobras every single time. He refused to let me play the G.I. Joe.
Not entirely.
He was like, I'm always the good guys. You have to play the bad guys.
No, you liked playing the bad guys.
No. You never let me play the G.I. Joes. Ever. I always had to be the bad guy.
You didn't want to be the G.I. Joes. You wanted to be the Cobras.
No, you convinced me to want to be the Cobras. You were very manipulative and you were all like, no, you want to be the Cobra.
You liked Cobra Commander. And you liked Destructo with the big metal head?
No, that was Destructo.
Yeah, Destructoid or whatever his name was. He had the silver head.
No, Destro, dude.
Destro. What?
Destructo.
See, you know these things because you like Cobra.
No, dude.
You knew it was Destro. I had forgotten because I was the G.I. Joe guy. You were the Cobra guy.
Okay, what's the main G.I. Joe guy's name?
There's no main G.I. Joe.
Your favorite.
Joe. Joe's my favorite.
Wow.
I like Joe.
See, coming from a guy who doesn't even remember any of the good guys' names.
There was Barrett.
No, that's a Final Fantasy VII character, dude.
He was the Barrett.
That was the black guy in Final Fantasy VII, dude. Wow.
What? It was
Duke. Hello.
Duke? I liked Duke. I liked Duke, but there was also the guy with the beret.
Duke, Freefall, Ambush.
I don't remember Ambush or Freefall.
Come on, Ambush had the camouflage. He had the little net thing. You know, and the sticks that held up the net thing that he hid under. Oh, man. Come on.
It's been a long time.
Snake Eyes.
I remember Snake Eyes.
Starlet.
You really liked Snake Eyes.
Yeah.
I remember you liked Snake Eyes.
Yes.
Because he's the G.I. Joe that looked most like a cobra.
Storm Shadow. He was like the neutral guy that went back and forth.
Storm Shadow.
He was like good guy, bad guy, good guy, bad guy.
He was in the Avalanche, right? The Avalanche tank, the
Yeah.
sort of snow tank that
Yeah.
went around. Yeah, I remember these things.
No, he wasn't. There was a different white cobra that came with the Avalanche tank.
A different white cobra.
Snake Eyes was a bad guy, and then he got convinced by the spirit. Remember the Native American spirit one? Convinced him to come back to the good side.
Did he?
Yeah. In the cartoon.
In the cartoon. Oh, I just remember when we were kids, we watched a lot of X-Men.
X-Men.
That was the one.
That was the Saturday morning routine. X-Men every Saturday
watching
morning.
X-Men.
Right.
Because that show was just it's like the intro. Every time I hear it. Oh, so good. But we didn't watch a lot of G.I. Joe, did we?
No, we didn't. I watched it posthumous. Is that
Post that's after death, like
Oh,
posthumously?
right.
Like after childhood is when you watched it. After
Yeah.
your childhood.
So, in fact, my wife's son, my stepson,
Uh-huh.
he got really into G.I. Joe for a minute there.
Oh.
And so we looked up some like G.I. Joe cartoons.
Okay.
And so I've been kind of watching it
Okay.
after the fact, right?
So this is why you've been steeped in G.I. Joe lore recently.
Maybe.
See, we played with the toys as kids a lot, but we didn't watch the show a lot.
But I also went through our old toys after, I remodeled my mom's basement. Like,
Yeah.
So I remodeled our mother's basement.
Yeah.
And when I had to clean out his old room was like a time capsule from the 90s. Wasn't touched since he moved out in the
And no,
late 90s.
Don't ask. I'm not sharing photographs. That's not what's going to happen.
But anyways, I went through his old room and like all these ancient toys from the 90s and video cassette tapes and old G.I. Joes and Maycross Plus.
Oh, I was big into that.
Maycross Plus, right?
It was Robotech. I mean,
Robotech, right.
I liked the American version Robotech because I read all of the Robotech novels, but I also wanted to collect the figurines, but they only came as like the Japanese Maycross ones, so I got the Maycross ones.
Anyways, I went through all those old toys. So we had this huge bucket of old G.I. Joes, so I salvaged those out and cleaned them up because they'd been sitting there for decades. And then I just let my kids play with them. I brought them out, and my son and my stepson, they started to enjoy them. And I even bought them like the new generation of G.I. Joes that they're selling right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they got a new version. They're slightly bigger.
Are they?
They're like this big.
So they don't fit in any of the old vehicles?
I don't know if they sell vehicles anymore.
What?
Yeah.
How can you do G.I. Joes without selling the vehicles?
Vehicles would be like this big because the action figures are like this big now.
Oh my god.
And they got like, detachable hands to like be able to hold different kinds of weapons and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, I bought Francis Gung Ho.
Gung Ho?
Remember Gung Ho? The guy he had like suspenders, no shirt on with like the big tattoo.
I don't remember. No.
Remember Gung Ho?
I don't remember Gung Ho.
He was in the video game. So there's a video game that we got on the Nintendo Switch.
I remember the video.
It's a side scroller beat 'em up game, kind of like Streets of Fury.
Wasn't there an old NES G.I. Joe video game as well? I could have swore there was an old NES one.
I don't know. I don't remember. I remember the board game I used to have for G.I. Joe?
Yes, we got that at the drive-in theater swap meet.
Oh my god,
I remember that's where we picked it
Midway
up.
Swap Meet.
Midway swap meet.
I would love that.
Yeah, and we tried to figure out how to play the game because it didn't have all of the parts.
right.
It had most of them.
We made up a lot of the rules for that game.
Yeah, we did. That was a lot of fun.
But yeah, so anyways, so the kids were able to enjoy the old G.I. Joes. And now Francis loves G.I. Joes. I got Soren Storm Shadow.
Oh, did you?
Yep.
Now our childhood is part of their childhood.
That's right.
That's good. That's
right.
how it works.
Passing the torch.
Josh Bunton says, I'm older than Google, but just younger than Mortal Kombat. That's an interesting way to age yourself. I like that. Brandon Beltfed says, why was the hypothalamus so good at dating? Because it knew how to make a hormone. Oh my God. I should have thought about that before reading it aloud. Thank you, Brandon Beltfed, for getting me in trouble. Omega Volwin says, just an idea. What if that pod is the one meant for his double? He did say he was going to offer the services to the courier eventually, more than one. That's a good point. He did say that if the courier sided with House, he would offer immortality to the courier. Would he offer that to his body double, though? Would he even need a body double after the bombs dropped? It's certainly possible. It's certainly possible. Which would explain why the pod was in the wrong room. Maybe it wasn't House's pod. Maybe it was his body double's pod. But then again, we have to remember that the pan-out sequence might not be accurate, because there was a pan-out sequence showing Caesar's Legion inside a football stadium, and that ended up not being accurate. They were in a valley, so who knows? Daylina says, we need Ron Pearlman to deliver the line. We certainly do. DS Soot says, Ron Pearlman cameo. Wouldn't that be nice? Astro Zombie says, do you think we'll see a super mutant this season? Maybe, probably not. I think they're probably going to save the super mutant for another season, but I've been wrong before. Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong about that as well.
I think someone was saying that Ron Pearlman would make a good super mutant.
Oh, I mean, yeah, he would make an excellent super mutant. Yeah. He's got the voice for it.
Hellboy, come on.
He did Hellboy excellently, of course he'd be a good super mutant.
Absolutely.
But he's also such a good narrator as well. Like, he's got such a wonderful voice for it, and it's so iconic for the Fallout franchise that it would be weird just seeing him as a super mutant. Who knows? Spark Hatsune says, you think they will Kentian the courier? They will Kentian the courier? What does that mean?
Where?
Do you think they will Kentian the courier? I don't know what that means.
Your super chat sucks.
Oh, mention.
Oh, okay.
See, M is next to K on the keyboard. That's what he did. Will they mention the courier? It's possible. If they do, I think it's going to be obliquely. I doubt that the courier is going to have a big mention at all. Gianna says, hey, Oxen fam, good to see y'all. Love ya. I read 70 books last year, exceeding my goal by 18. My goal for this year is to read 100 books. That's amazing, Gianna. Congratulations.
Wait.
And I hope you make your goal.
What kind of books are you reading there, Gianna?
Doesn't matter. Reading is reading.
Don't you want to know more about your fans?
No.
Oh, what?
I'm good.
Oh, you just committed
I'm
career suicide.
No, what are you talking about?
Your fans are going to revolt against you.
This is a healthy relationship I've got with my fans. We show up once a week, we have a good chat, and then we maintain a healthy, respectful distance. Oh. And that's okay.
Oh, so you're not trying to be pen pals?
No, we don't need that. They don't need that. I don't need that. We're good. What we've got going on, this is great. We like this.
Sorry guys for asking, follow-up questions about you guys to get to know you a little bit better, but I guess that's out of the line. All right, fine. I know my place.
Brother Mike says Eden gives up too easily. To not have a backup of himself somewhere, I believe he will return. And Mr. House is not dead. He backed himself up, hopefully. Yeah, I don't think House is dead. Eden? Well, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Alan Hama says Season 3 was confirmed last year. What do you think the chance of them going to the Commonwealth at the end? Or Arthur Maxon showing up? I think there's a high chance of it. I mean, they went out of their way to name drop Maxon a couple of episodes ago. So we know that Arthur Maxon is still in charge of the Brotherhood of Steel in the Commonwealth. I mean, they've already started moving east from episode 1. So maybe in the next season, they'll move it to the Midwest. Maybe in the season after that, they'll move into West Virginia. Maybe the season after that, they'll move into the Capital Wasteland and then eventually get all the way to Boston. Maybe that's the plan. Who knows? Jared says, have you tried Dalwhinnie 15, the Gentle Spirit? I haven't. I've heard of it.
What is that?
It's a type of Scotch. I believe. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. But that's a 15-year-old single malt Scotch, I think. But I don't believe
you
I've
haven't
ever tried
touched
it.
your Scotch yet.
All right, I shall try my Scotch. Cheers.
All your ice is like melting. I made that for you, and you've just let the ice melt.
I'm doing a lot of the talking. I'm doing the primary talking. I'm answering the questions. They want to know about the Fallout show. I'm doing my best to answer questions. I can't drink and answer questions at the same time.
Your rum is full, your Scotch is full.
I've
already done 1.5 of these.
That's not a brag.
I'm not bragging.
I'm just saying. You pace yourself. Pace yourself is the name of the game.
Sorry, I don't watch basketball. God, I hope the Pacers is the basketball team.
I have no idea. Wandering Paladin says, slowly watching your Fallout episode reviews. My brother and I are a couple of weeks behind, so I'm behind watching your reviews. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Wandering Paladin. Don't worry. Get the show out of your system. Just make sure that there are no spoilers. Then dive into my episodes, and I think you'll enjoy them. Nuka Tom 8051 says, always happy to see you live. Your enthusiasm is so refreshing. The questions this show is raising are so fun. I've thoroughly missed this feeling. No, it's great. Like this last episode in particular, they just wove all of the threads that they have been establishing this season together into a tapestry that's almost nearly finished. It answered so many of the big questions. It resolved my biggest problem with the end of season 1, which is the preposterous idea that Vault-Tec would drop the bombs, or that anyone at that round table, including Mr. House, especially Mr. House, would be interested in dropping the bombs, ruining the world, killing all of his customers. No businessman is going to say, oh, this is great business. The end of the world is great business. Killing all of my customers is great business. So the fact that they've moved away from that plot point is a wonderful thing.
This guy keeps calling you a communist. Terminator, down with communist ox. You know what? Jack called me a communist the other day.
Really?
Yeah.
Out of the blue or what?
No, we were talking about stuff.
About politics?
Yeah. And he called me communist.
Are you a communist?
No, I'm not a commie.
Okay, he's not a
I'm
commie.
not a commie bastard.
I am not a pinko commie as well. If there was a communist ox, I would also say down with communist ox. But remember what we learned from the show. Communist is just a word that they use to describe people they disagree with.
So are there like communists in like the Fallout world?
So if you have any sort of moral objection to the way minorities are treated, to the way that the earth is pillaged for its resources, anything like that, you're called a commie, right? If you criticize the American government at all, you're called a commie. It's basically McCarthyism 2.0.
See, that's what Jack was doing.
I see. Okay,
that's what Jack was doing.
Just any sort of criticism of the government.
I had a small amount. I had some criticism for things, and then I just kind of spit out. He was joking. You know,
he was joking. Yeah,
you know how Jack is.
Yeah, I do.
He has a very dry sense of humor.
He does. Yeah.
When he called me a communist, it sounded serious.
Right, but that's everything out of his mouth sounds serious.
Even when he's joking, it sounds serious.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey man, I still support our troops. All right. So at least I got that.
You do. You
okay.
do. Josh Bunton says, Ox making me sad for not knowing anything G.I. Joe, despite claiming to have played with it.
Yeah, dude.
It's been 30 years.
Dude,
give
man,
me a break.
That was such a large part of our childhood, man. It is such a disappointment.
I wasn't a lore person at the time.
No.
I didn't watch the TV show.
Okay, hey. What was my favorite G.I. Joe?
Snake Eyes.
Nope.
Cobra Commander.
Nope.
Destro.
Nope.
Because you loved Cobra.
No, I did.
You loved all the Cobra.
No.
Like the little hang gliders. You snap the guy into the hang glider. The ones that the big snakes on them and you fly them around.
Because that's all I had.
You loved it.
Dude, you would bully me if I were to touch. Even if I would think about touching your precious G.I. Joes, you would put me in the doghouse.
We didn't have a doghouse.
The hypothetical doghouse. Okay?
I would put you in a hypothetical doghouse.
The psychological jail that I lived in. I'm the younger brother. You know how that goes. Okay? No, it wasn't any of those. What was my favorite G.I. Joe? It's not a well-known G.I. Joe.
Well, I don't know.
No. He wasn't in the cartoons. He wasn't a famous guy.
I don't know. Why are you asking me this? What's your favorite?
Okay.
What was my favorite G.I. Joe?
Duke.
I did like Duke. Yeah.
Duke.
Was he my favorite?
Yeah.
All right.
It was Duke, dude.
Yeah, it was my favorite. Well, I don't know what your favorite G.I. Joe was. I don't know these things.
Grunt.
Who's Grunt?
Exactly. Exactly. He had khaki pants and a green vest on, all right? And he always had this grimace on his face. All right? And they made him, His name was Grunt, and nobody knows who he is because he wasn't in the cartoons or anything. But he was a figurine. They made him. He was my favorite.
Well, I'm sorry I didn't know that about you. I know it now, and I won't forget.
All right.
Derek May with a very generous super chat. Thank you so much, Derek May. Says, Ox, enjoy a cigar for me. I love the new episode. The guy saying Quarry Junction wasn't clear was crazy. How do you feel overall with the season? It seems like the theme is all the factions are just falling apart in civil war. But that's me, thanks. No, you're right. I mean, Freeside wasn't falling apart. Freeside is alive and well and healthy. We got to explore Freeside. We saw a lot of the shops. There's clearly still a lot of life there. But, they did have to destroy stuff. I mean, if the house ending is the canonical ending, then things did change after the events of 2281. And the things that changed is that a lot of the stability brought by the NCR fell apart. So to see a world where the cons are more active, where the NCR has abandoned all of their previous camps, that's kind of to be expected if the house ending is real. So on one hand, yeah, it's sad to see so many things that we saw in the games being destroyed. On the other hand, it's kind of what would happen. Now, having Deathclaws come from Quarry Junction and invade the Strip, that wasn't expected. That wasn't part of any of the endings. That certainly wasn't part of the house ending, and it's a bit of a bummer. But Deathclaws can always be cleared. And who knows, maybe that's what they'll do. Thank you, Derek May. Chen Yang. Whoop, and it flew off the screen. There it is. Nope. Where is it? Oh, am I too far down? Am I going to lose it? Oh, crap. There you go. Here's the joke. What does the sole survivor feel when they meet their child? He's a big boy. Which is the name of a unique fat man.
I mean, I don't...
Big boy is the name of a unique fat man. It's also the name of...
the nuclear weapon, right?
That was dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, yeah.
Right. I don't know about Big Boy, but I know about Big Boss from Metal Gear Solid. What's up? I dug Metal Gear Solid 5 out of my cupboard yesterday. Hadn't played it for like 8 years. And I've been enjoying it. I was at like an 87% completion when I put the game down last decade. And yeah, it's a fun game.
Chat, would you watch his content if he became a Metal Gear Solid YouTuber? Or just a YouTuber in general? Do you think you would watch any of his content? If you would recommend a game that you think that he would be really good at covering, what would it be? Like Zelda Breath of the Wild, Silk Song, Elden Ring, Metal Gear Solid? I don't know. Just what do you think that would be his purview? Pop Blender has a question for you. Do you watch any G.I. Joe YouTubers? I collect the classified line, and I'm curious if you do as well, or do you know about them? Thanks.
Oh, so he's trying to see if I'm like a pure G.I. Joe fanatic.
You have brought the topic up a couple of times in this conversation.
Wow.
Any YouTubers? Do you watch like toy reviews, like G.I. Joe unboxing videos? Sit down with your stepson and be like, oh, look, this one is from the 1994
I guess,
pristine condition.
You know, compared to this guy, I guess I'm not a G.I. Joe purist.
No, he's it looks like you've got him beat on the G.I. Joe stuff. He's just a mid fan.
I look up like what they're going for online, like the old G.I. Joes from back in the 80s and 90s.
Right.
So just because I'm curious, but like, no, I haven't watched any YouTube videos. But all I do know is that the G.I. Joes that we have currently in our big box, they're not worth hardly anything.
All right. Oh, you looked them up.
They looked them up. I mean, they're very used. They're very old.
I mean, we use the heck out of those G.I. Joes. We played with them every day.
They're like G.I. Joes are only worth something if they're in their original packaging and pristine.
They were the only toys we had. Those and like micro machines. So we played with them all the time.
Z-Bots.
And the Z-Bots.
You remember?
You were more of the Z-Bots guy, yeah.
Remember, I used to set them up Like, I mean, you probably don't remember because I had to play with myself all the time because you wouldn't include me in your little shenanigans.
He makes this myth, this childhood myth that I was this awful brother and I ignored him and I didn't care about him and I wouldn't play with him and I made him be Cobra when we played G.I. Joe and I didn't know who his favorite. It's this myth that is just the foundation of his adulthood now.
You would pin me on the ground and hang these loogies out of your mouth. You would hawk them up and you would let them hang alone and wait till they get to almost touching my face and then you'd suck them back up, you disgusting.
That was too graphic. You didn't need to share that with the public, all right? Not that happened ever in my childhood. I would never do such a thing.
Okay, do you remember Domino Rally?
The name, like the game, like the video game with the cars?
No. It was a domino set. It was like a domino track. You set up the dominoes and it was basically a domino set that you set up. And remember when Mom was remodeling the basement and there was like a big hole in the floor by the front door? What? Do you ever remember this?
I remember before the basement was remodeled and it was just concrete everywhere.
Yeah, we played Super Nintendo back there. I
remember
that. We had the big
Star Fox, the big buckets of popcorn.
Big buckets of popcorn.
Yeah.
Star Fox, all that stuff.
It was great times.
No. After that, she was remodeling and there was a big hole by the front door that went down to like where the basement or the utility room was.
I've got like a snippet of a memory of that.
So I remember I have a distinct memory of setting up my domino set. And I set it up to go, and then it would knock it over and then go down that hole into the downstairs basement and then continue going.
Oh, did it work?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, of course.
Oh, yeah. My childhood memory is just like...
I think I do kind of remember that. I remember there were some Legos. They were like neon orange and green. And,
yes.
Yeah, I remember the colors of them.
Yeah, that was what it was.
I remember that, yeah. All right, if you were into Warhammer 40K, they would watch you do that. Pokemon Go, they would love to watch you do that. Lego, Playmobil, right?
Oh my God!
You could build Legos. Do you want to be one of those Lego YouTubers?
No.
Just open the bag and get like the new Lego smell. No, not one of those. Okay.
So I mean, they do. So I do know that they have this glue that you can use. So like, you know how you build your complicated Lego model.
Yeah.
And you have the risk. I went through this season with my kids because they got Lego sets for Christmas, right?
Right.
And my stepson's like 6, my son is 8, and so they, and their attention span is like, how kids these age.
Yes, I think we all know.
Okay. So, I have to put the Lego sets for them, which, when I was their age, I would do that no problem. So what the heck is going on there? But anyway, so I put these Lego sets together and like they can come apart. So they sell this Lego glue that glues the pieces together, and they're hard to come off unless you soak them in water.
Oh.
Water will dissolve the glue.
A water-soluble Lego glue. That's smart.
Yeah. It won't come apart, but if you put it in water, it comes out. I saw that on Shark Tank.
That's brilliant. I didn't know that existed.
Right.
I'll have to get that for my son because he loves.
Anyways, I don't like your guys' ideas of YouTube channels so far. So far, it's not up my alley. No. What were they saying? Lego was the only one that I could partly relate to.
Pokemon Go?
No, man. No? I never was with that fad. I had a bunch of when I was with my ex-wife.
Yeah.
She had a bunch of friends who used to do that, and I remember. Oh, you guys remember geocaching?
I remember geocaching. That was a big phase, like in the 2008, 2009, 2010, around there.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
But I had some people that I knew that were really into that. We would go to these geocache drop points.
Yeah.
And we'd have to find these geocaches, and they were really into that. And I can see the appeal to that.
I went on a geocache date once.
What?
When I was in California. I met this girl, and she's like, "Hey, are you into geocaching?" I'm like, "Yes, I am." I'd never done it before in my life. And she was like, "All right, I found this new location. Let's go on this geocache date." And I'm like, "All right, I'm all down for that." And so we got the map out. This was before I got my iPhone, so it was a paper map. And we're checking out the coordinates.
MapQuest.
It was MapQuest. Yeah, you would print it off on your printer.
Yeah, dude.
I would bring the MapQuest with me. We went to so many, we were supposed to find this geocache that was buried in some sort of wooden fence. And I brought this girl, I didn't even know, to 13 different wooden fences in the California area because I was living in California at the time, and we never found it.
What?
We never found it. We never found the geocache.
Date failed, man.
It was awful. She was so miserable. I never saw her again. No second date. No, because the geocaching didn't work. So yeah, I don't have high opinions of geocaching.
Where did you meet this girl? You never told me about this.
I never did. No, this was when I was in San Francisco.
Oh, okay.
Back in the whole Wii game days.
Wow, dude. So if you had found that geocache,
my life would be completely different.
You would have married this girl, and you would have never come back.
I would have never come back to the Seattle area, no.
Wow.
I'd still be there.
Wow.
But I'd be geocaching every weekend.
Talk about alternate...
Could you imagine
possibilities of realities where you never come back?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
I guess I'm glad I live in this timeline. I prefer Fallout to geocaching. Matthew Wind with a super tip. Thank you so much, Matthew Wind. Walter Figen says, how many seasons of the Fallout TV show will be made? I don't know. There are 8 episodes this season. I think it got renewed for what? For season like 3 or 4? Something like that. But I don't know. Like, they're going to keep going until there's no more interest, right? I think we'll at least get 5. Peractorius says, I tried making my beard look like Oxhorn's. It failed. I'm hitting you with a mini nuke. God bless the Republic of Dave.
Dude, don't even try to make your beard look like his. I mean, come on. It's like...
What's wrong with my beard?
You need some dye, for one. You know, like, come on, man. You're showing your age here, buddy.
Listen, the gray in a beard is just evidence of wisdom.
Okay, you know another reason why I shave?
Why?
Is because all of the hair right here and right here is gray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
So like
sideburns?
even when I start growing it out, like you can hardly you don't really see it, but it's there.
Yeah.
And it scratches my wife when, we kiss and stuff.
Thank you. That's what beards do.
Yeah. So shave it.
They get used to it.
Well, you gotta get it to that point.
That's true. It is a bit soft and downy when it gets to this point.
Yeah, and you condition this?
I used to a long time ago.
Oh.
I haven't conditioned the beard in a very long time.
Yeah, back when you were married.
That's right, Brian. Thank you.
Yeah.
Josh Bunton says, Ox about to not invite the brother back. It has been 8 years. There might be a reason for that.
Why haven't you had me back for 8 years, buddy?
Gosh, I can't think of a reason. What could it possibly be? I mean, every time you're on this program, you are responsible with everything you consume.
Hey.
There's what?
Hey, I haven't broken the rule yet. I got close once.
You did get close once.
Okay, but I didn't.
You didn't, right? You've been good.
Right, okay.
You've been good.
There are rules to be on his live stream, okay? And I have to adhere. Like, I haven't felt so censored in my whole life. Like, if I had my own way, guys.
You know what? You can host your own show anytime. This is YouTube. It's not like I'm broadcasting live on CNN or something. If you want to have your own show about whatever topic you want, you can do it at any time. It doesn't have to be mine. So you're here, we're smoking cigars, we're having a good time.
Okay, so Channy Din says, what's the rule? Tell us. What's the rule?
The rule?
What are the rules, dude?
Is stay cool.
What are the rules?
That's the rule, stay cool.
What are the rules, bro?
The rules are no politics, no religion, don't be weird. Those are the rules.
That's very vague. Like, don't be weird. That's a very broad category.
Just don't be weird, man.
Okay, what's weird?
I don't know.
What's your definition of weird? What's your definition of weird? What's my definition of weird? We all have definitions of weird.
Bro, you're being a little weird.
Weird is, the definition of weird is what makes you uncomfortable, right? Well, that's different. That's very objective. That's not objective at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there's no way to tell when somebody's acting weird.
My version of weird might not be your version of weird.
Do you think I act weird?
Look, I know you well enough at this point to where I know what your level of weird is capable of handling.
Great, so it's possible for you to interpret my request.
You can't handle my level of weird. Simple as that. Can't handle it.
And you can't handle playing G.I. Joes with me.
What?
If you still have memories all these years later of the trauma of playing G.I. Joes
That's
with your
not
brother.
the only trauma. The only trauma. Listen to me. You invited all your friends over to our house.
Oh,
you
no.
played Army Men with them.
Oh, no.
I couldn't come and play with
Listen.
you. Listen, you gave me a code name, Battalion Buster.
That was me. You came up with it yourself.
But you approved of it. You were the commander.
But I was Green Beret.
You were Green Beret. And you said, hey, my second in command, Battalion Buster. Okay, you're my second in command. And then you invited all your friends over in their little army fatigues. And you're like, no, you need to stay inside because you can't come and play in our army games.
I can see how that would have been hurtful.
Very hurtful, yes.
I regret it now.
I had to sit on the sidelines and be a spectator and be like, oh, that looks like so much fun.
It
well.
was insensitive of me as your older brother. I should have included you in that. And I have regret. So
Do you now?
I'm sorry.
Okay, well. Considering our relationship now, I'll give you a pass.
A pass. So forgiveness?
Forgiveness is on the table.
There we go. I like it. Genki831 says, the pre-war lore is the best part of the show, in my opinion. I can forgive the minor changes. It's far better show than we could have gotten. We're lucky. Considering how many times game to TV show adaptations have been completely botched by studios, yeah, I think we should be very, very, very lucky that the Fallout show is as good as it is. And they so clearly care.
Does he know my name from World of Warcraft? You think so?
Maybe. I mean,
Channy Dent says more beans, Ox bro.
because what was your name?
Beanstalk.
Beanstalk, right. when
So
you played.
World of Warcraft, when we were used to play World of Warcraft, that was my main, Beanstalk. And like every alt I made was like a variation of the bean name.
Yeah,
So I'm wondering if
I remember that.
So bean and
It must be what he's talking about.
must be.
So DC says, it's ironic that the biggest culprit of the Brotherhood of Steel deviation from Robert Maxon's original mission is his own descendant. The very first act of the Brotherhood of Steel was avenging commie mutants. Now it's all zealots. So the biggest deviation, Arthur Maxon thinks that he's more in line with what his ancestor, Roger Maxon, wanted, which was complete ownership of all technology and the rejection of anything that reminded them of the abuse of technology, any aberrations of technology. But what he didn't remember is that Roger Maxon did regret some of the ruthless, murdering that he did when he went through Mariposa killing all of the scientists. That was something that he ended up regretting.
Dude, Mom's watching.
All right, well, we don't need to tell the whole world. We'll just look at that and nod and go, okay. Sounds good to me.
So what are your thoughts on AI
What?
in the real world?
We haven't talked. Where is that?
No, you were just talking about the Brotherhood of Steel and they don't like technology and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So that kind of brings us to our current age where AI is like a big topic right now. What do you think about it?
What bothers me? It makes me incredibly uncomfortable. I don't like the idea that picking up the phone to call my local chip shop is going to have me talking with some sort of artificial intelligence to sort of, take my order. I don't like the idea of calling my healthcare provider and talking with some AI person.
So you're pro Brotherhood of Steel?
No, not necessarily, but there are certain types of technology that do bother me. I don't like the facial recognition on your smartphone. I never set that up because I don't like the idea of my face being in some database. I realize the irony that I'm now on camera worldwide and my face is there for everyone to see. Okay, I get that. But I don't want it to be in some sort of, locking registry. So I don't set those up. I don't like the fingerprint things. I don't want my fingerprint being in some weird registry as well. I don't like the voice activation stuff. I don't have any of the Alexas or any of those voice.
So you don't want us to turn into a security state?
Well, of course I don't want it to be a security state. Who does? No one wants it to be a security state. Just saying. Gianna King says, to answer his question, I read a lot of romance with a fair amount of sci-fi, thriller, and others.
What? Say it again?
Remember you asked the genre, the kind of books?
Yeah.
Romance, sci-fi, thriller, among others. Do you approve?
Not really. I mean...
Wow. See, the judgment from this man over your chosen types of books. I'm not judging you, Gianna. You want to read sci-fi, thriller, even romance? I'm not going to... Who am I? Who am I to judge the books that you choose to read?
Look. So I mean, it's good if you just want to be entertained, right? But if you want...
But if you want to edify your mind?
Come on. Yeah. You gotta read like philosophers. You gotta read like some deep thinkers.
Who was the last philosopher you read?
Karl Marx. No.
All right. That's so Jack was right.
Jack was right.
Oh my God. He's not judging you, Gianna. You're doing amazing work. Roland Palacios says, hey, Ox, glad to see your brother's back on the show again after all this time. Didn't he used to have glasses?
I'm wearing my contacts right now.
He's got contacts.
So I have these disposable contacts. I'm running out of them. There's only a limited supply. But currently, yep. So anyways.
Currently the contacts. Okay. Nuka Tom with a very generous super tip says, just had a thought. If Barb does get saved at the end of this season, do you think her role will shift to an antagonistic one? The decline of her and Coop's relationship is giving me painful reminders of Flashpoint Batman, if you know the comics. Well, I'm not familiar with the comics enough to understand what that is. I do think that they're about to have a confrontation. I mean, they certainly hinted at that at the end of the last episode. And we already know that by the day the bombs dropped, they had already had a divorce. So their relationship does fall apart. But we don't know the details to that. Could it have been a public divorce while they maintained a private relationship? Did they put out a public divorce for the sake of saving face so that Barb could keep her job and her connections to the Enclave? Who knows, right? We don't really know the details of that, so I'm not sure. But if I had to guess, I'd say that there's probably going to be a bit of a relationship fallout, but that they will eventually come back together. Mango May says, love your vid still, even years later. Thank you, Mango May. Anarchist69 says, do you think Super Mutants will be in the show? Yes. This season? I don't know. Probably not. Roland Palacios says, hey, Ox, glad to see your brother on the show again after all this time. I read that one already. I must have missed the other ones. Thank you. Space Guy says, what would be your dream place for Fallout 5 to take place? For me, it would be my home state of North Carolina, but that's probably unlikely. I'd love to see one set in annexed Canada.
All right. Toxic Meringue 93 says, oof, that was a rough take. I'm a big member of online book communities, and reading is reading. We love to see any number of books, since most adults don't read much. No, I completely agree with you. I'm kind of jesting and joking around here. So, seriously, that's true. So if you're reading, props to you, for sure.
Props to you. XSA Gaming says, been a big fan of you since the release of Fallout 4. The information about the history and lore of the games you provide has always been appreciated. You are welcome, my friend. Much more content to come. Thank you so much for watching.
Dude, your cigar, dude. Let me see your cigar.
Well, do you want another one?
Let me get the Super Mutants.
You want one of these? Yeah? All right. Well, then hold on. Let me set this down. Oops, sorry. Where to put it?
That's it?
I think it was in this one.
Dude, you would think these would be called bull moose, not that.
That's what they are. It's called Lunatic, Nicaragua. Michael Ewan, we're not going to answer that question. I'm going to ignore it. Thank you.
Which one?
Nope, it's gone.
Can I see it?
It's gone.
Come on, dude. What was his name? Nicaragua?
No, Michael Ewan. We're just going to skip that question. We don't need to answer that. Moving on to Josh Bunton. Ox, you always did say you need an assistant so you can do more lore. Yeah, but the thing is, I'm a perfectionist, and so I would love to be able to clone myself so that I could be my own assistant.
That's your problem, dude. That's your problem, dude.
What?
Maybe in order to get outside of the little box that you live in, maybe you need to,
I'm living in a little box now.
Maybe you're living in a little
You think
box.
I'm living in a box?
Yeah. Expand your mind, man. All right? Think outside the box.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Maybe you don't need a clone.
No?
No, that would make things exponentially worse.
I just need it. Having two of me would be exponentially worse. Huh?
Oh, yeah. No, go.
Got it. The Vivid Kiwi says, Ox looking at the camera like he's in the office. I'm always looking in the camera though. Like it's always been me and you. But for today's episode, we have my brother as well. Samurai Rivan says, this turned out to be a very entertaining stream. I'll have to watch it. I haven't seen it.
Hustle Bone says, theories, more like conspiracy facts. Am I right? Am I right?
Oh, well, it depends.
You know what they say about a conspiracy theory?
No, what do they say about a conspiracy theory?
3 months later, it turns into a conspiracy fact.
Oh, okay. Tell me about the Bermuda Triangle. Don't really tell me about the Bermuda. That's okay. Continue.
You don't know about the Bermudans?
The Bermudans? And what, the people who live off the coast of Bermuda? Quality Assurance Officer for 1946 says, do you think they will retcon the events pertaining to the Enclave in Fallout 2 or 3? I just can't see how they come back after so strong after the losses. I don't think that they'll retcon any of the events, and you have to bear in mind that we aren't aware of the full extent of the Enclave's entrenchment in America. We only know what the games have covered. We know about the presidential oil rig off the coast of San Francisco. We know about the bunker in Appalachia. We know about Raven Rock. And we know about some unnamed facility in Chicago. But we don't know if that's everything. We do know that of those four, there is still one that was untouched. The Enclave facility in Chicago. So the Enclave is not done. We don't know if the Enclave had any bases in Canada, on the Aleutian Islands, in Alaska, elsewhere in America. So we don't know how many forces they have available. It's certainly possible if they write it correctly for the Enclave to come back in force. Sheng Yang says, speaking of Warcraft, I love summoning demons, obsessed with the Eye of Sargeras and power-hungry Warlock.
What?
Is that like an Elden Ring reference or something? Or a World of Warcraft? Summoning demons, obsessed with the Eye of Sargeras. You know, I never played a Warlock in World of Warcraft, so I don't really know what any of that means. Did you ever play a Warlock?
No, I was all about the shaman.
The Shaman?
Yep. All of that was my main shaman.
Dreamlifter became a bronze ox. Thank you, Dreamlifter. Alt Grendel says, I'm late. No game tonight. No game tonight. Instead, we have a special guest.
We could play a game.
I don't have anything queued up for
tonight. Come on, you got
though.
your second win, man. You got it.
I haven't even finished my cigar yet.
Yeah, because you're lame.
It's because I'm going through all the comments.
I'm on my second cigar, and I'm on my end of my second drink. You're not even like an inch down of your first.
I'm driving the conversation forward.
What? Seriously?
Seriously,
your subscribers are driving the conversation forward. You have nothing to do with this.
I'm the one responding. I have nothing to do with this. I have nothing to do with this, is what he says.
I haven't said a word this whole time.
You have been an admirable contributor to the program. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, like a sidekick my whole childhood. Yes. I remember. Yep. I remember that very clearly. Yep, an unwanted sidekick.
Whoa. Nukatom says, long story short, Thomas Wayne is Batman, Martha Wayne is the Joker, and Bruce was shot in the alley, causing them to go down their paths. So it's like an alternate Batman timeline. Okay. I think I understand. But I never read the comic.
Totally worth the $5.
Untimely Release says, don't mock people for their super chats when they when they contribute to the show. You going on the Fallout Shelter reality show, right? I mean, I would love to learn more about that. I think it's a spoof show that they do just for the cast and crew. I don't think they invite other people in. If they invite me, I'll totally go, but I haven't gotten an invitation. Fox Hunter says, hey Ox, do you think that the remaster of Fallout 3 and New Vegas are true? I sure do hope they are. Also, much love and respect, good sir. I mean, I hope they are too. Not necessarily for my sake, because I've played the games already and I don't need to play them again. But for the sake of people who haven't played them, it's gonna make it easier for them to enjoy those stories.
Oh, good idea. So I've come across all these YouTube videos of like people playing all the different Bethesda YouTube franchise games from day one. You could review their content and pick them apart.
What, like Morrowind or something? Or
No, just Fallout.
Pick apart their videos?
Well, not pick apart. Maybe constructive criticism.
Well, I mean, I could, but that's not what I do on my channel. I don't like to... It just seems... It's like holding up a mirror in front of a mirror to respond to other YouTubers. Which is why I don't like that kind of
right,
content.
you don't like to acknowledge other people's existence. I get it, that.
Wow. I like to produce my own voice rather than respond to other people's voices.
You like the original, right. Fresh original. That's the Oxhorn brand.
Tell you what, if you guys ever have the smart idea of starting your own show, maybe don't bring your siblings on. It's just from personal experience. Might be best if you just, forge your own path. Just make your own way. You don't need to bring everybody into it.
Look, man, I'm not the one with the successful channel. So who am I? Right?
There's more to life than a successful YouTube channel.
Oh, true. That's right.
Did we decide what game you would like to work on after seeing all of their wonderful recommendations?
Come on, let's get some more recommendations.
More recommendations of games that you think my brother would be good tackling if he were to ever start his own YouTube channel. Let me see one that
speaks to me.
Yeah, what do you think speaks? You've had some time now to see his character on full display.
Just think of a kid growing up in the 90s, playing PS1 games. All right? That was my prime of video game playing.
You could tackle Jumping Flash. Oh my god, you could be the Jumping Flash YouTuber. The little rabbit robot bouncing around. Jumping Flash 2.
Remember Space Griffin?
I remember Space Griffin. That was great.
Whoa.
I recommended it to a friend once, and then he was so excited he went and bought it, and then he played it. And he came back later, and he said, it wasn't as good as you said.
He was so disappointed. Yeah, dude, I know. For the time, it was like...
At the time, it was great.
The setting, like the ambience is like this deep, like foreboding, like environment on like the moon or whatever it was,
or
right?
space station.
Yeah,
it was great.
And they were like infected with like a biological disease or something. Yeah. Right.
But now I'll just play Dead Space. Dead Space was great.
Dude, I want to load up Space Griffin and see what it's like. I'll probably hate it.
You don't want to ruin your childhood though. You've got this memory of Space Griffin being good. So do I. So I don't want to ruin that by
Jumping Flash 2, Big Trouble in Little Moo. Totally remember that.
Brother Mike says, House is using Coop to push back the date. Nothing is achieved in that meeting but breaking Coop. Mr. House needed more time to prepare. The House always wins. I certainly think that's a possibility, but I also think that he was just really deeply confused. How could one man and his family be responsible for pushing back the date that the apocalypse happens? He had a date fixed. It was set in stone. It was calculated by his software. But the moment Cooper Howard purchases a plane ticket, it changes. I think that was so irksome for him that he had to talk to House. What? You're reading?
I'm just trying to.
My Little Pony Island Adventure. No? Okay. All right.
It's not serious.
Black Ops 1. Call of Duty.
I mean, Dishonored. Dishonored was pretty good.
Parappa the Rapper. Remember Parappa the Rapper?
Kick, punch, it's all in the mind. If you want to test me, I'm sure you'll find that the things I'll teach you are sure to beat you. Nevertheless, you get the lesson from teacher. Now, kick.
See, you're one leg into
Punch.
it, right?
Chop. Now block. Once
Parappa
again
the
now.
Rapper.
And you know what? I never actually... So, that's completely from the demos that you would get from the official PlayStation magazine, the OPM.
Yeah,
So back in the day, OPM was the official PlayStation magazine.
I remember.
And I still have in my garage, like, every single month from, like, it must be 1999 to, like, 2002. I had, like, every single magazine.
And all of those demo discs.
All those
All of
demo
them.
discs.
So you played all of the demos that came out.
Like, nonstop.
Captain Java Shark says, bro needs another shot for me. I don't know if he needs another shot.
No, you do, because you haven't touched those.
Oh, all right. I'll take another shot.
That's not a shot to sit.
That was a shot for me.
It's a shot to sit.
Gianna A. King says, I asked a German girl for her number the other day. I'm still waiting for the rest. All I got was a 9.
What? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
No, it's okay. We're good. Thank you, Gianna. Jersey says, playing Diablo 4. Oh. So, mainly just listening, but love the show. Having a really good time here. Lots of love, Ox. Ox Bro in chat. What about Diablo?
Diablo 4, I mean, is that the most recent one, right?
Yeah.
I played that. Yeah.
Yep.
I got to level 100 on my Druid Werebear build. And that was cool.
Yeah?
Yep.
Do you think there's enough there for you to, like, I don't know, make unique content about?
No.
No.
I don't know. I like the nostalgia from Diablo 1 and Diablo 2. Diablo 3 is cool. Or Diablo 4 was cool, but I don't know. The games these days, they're all about monetization, microtransactions, and just like fast-paced content without immersing yourself into the world.
Yeah.
So.
No, I hear you. It's really frustrating. I enjoyed Diablo 4 as well, but I also, it just didn't immerse me. I remember in Diablo, was it 1, where we go into Tristan, like the town of Tristan for the first time? Tristram. And you hear that like 6 guitar strum. Just the music and the world building and the ambience and the environmental storytelling was so well done.
Stay a while and listen.
But I didn't get any of that by getting into Diablo 4. Like, I enjoyed it. I mean, Blizzard sponsored me to play it, and I played it, and I did enjoy it. But I just didn't get the same connection that I got in 1 and 2.
Right. So, yeah.
Toxic Meringue became a Silver Ox. Thank you, Toxic Meringue. Mr. Virus Creations says, what do you call a monk who sells chips? A chipmunk. Thank you, Mr. Virus.
How do they even know that?
What? What? That?
Yeah, how do they know that?
I mean, you've been on the program before.
Oh, okay.
And you've probably said it.
Okay.
Alex in Wonderland says, Salud Ox and Ariat Hat. Thanks for the lore.
What?
They're calling you Ariat Hat.
Oh. Yep.
Salud.
Got this for Christmas. And I got a vest too, an Ariat vest. Yep. It's very nice. For my wife. My wife got me an Ariat vest. And it was very lovely, very warm. I love it. Yeah.
Looks good on you.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. Greg Hinojo says, what vault would you put your brother in?
Yeah, which one would you put me in?
Vault 83.
Is that a good one?
It's a good one.
Yeah.
It survives the apocalypse. There was an experiment going on there, but the scientists were all killed. And so the overseer sort of rebelled and just decided to...
What was the experiment?
The experiment was to test a drug. It was a virus. It wasn't FEV.
What if I was one of the scientists?
Well, you'd be dead.
See, that would be a bad vault to put me in then at that point.
If you were a scientist, yes. Yes, okay.
What drug were they testing?
I don't know, remember what it was called. It was the one that we find Curian in Fallout 4.
Oh, right. Yeah, I know that one. For sure.
You've played Fallout 4.
Yes, I have. But I'm the kind of player that I don't read any of like the side notes or the computer terminal text. I just like skip all that crap and I just kind of go through it and play.
Or a ladder.
Imagine if Brian wore a John Deere hat. No, what? I do have dude.
Budweiser?
No. It's a popular clothing brand that's like for like the working guy.
Carhartts.
Carhartt, yeah. I do got a Carhartt hat and a Carhartt shirt. See, you know.
I know these things.
You know these things.
I worked construction for a year.
You sucked at it.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, dude.
I hung sheetrock. I put in windows.
You haven't hung sheetrock until I've hung sheetrock.
I know you've hung when I was young. I worked in construction. And you don't know that I sucked at it. You didn't work with me. I was good.
Wasn't that what's her name's?
Dad, yeah, Chris.
Yeah, him.
Yeah, he was my boss.
Yeah, but he was...
What? He was what? What are you trying to say? You don't even know what you're talking about. What do you want to say about my old boss? He was what? You don't even know. You're just making stuff up. Maverick says, a lot of people have been claiming the Enclave dropped the bombs, but that makes no sense given their goal of restoring America, or does it? It does make sense because they wanted to take over America. Their entire organization existed to take over America in the event of a nuclear apocalypse. They couldn't have taken over America unless there was a nuclear apocalypse. So in order for them to achieve their goals, there had to be a nuclear apocalypse, making them the only faction of all of America's factions that actually had a motive to drop the bombs. So yeah, having the Enclave drop the bombs does make a lot of sense. And in their twisted vision, they are making America better. They think America is better if they're in charge. They think having everybody on the surface die is okay if the America that emerges from the ashes is one that's ruled by them. That's making America better. Just look at Dick Richardson. He was pro-America all the way, and his plan was to release FEV into the atmosphere and kill everybody because the good American patriots in the Enclave oil rig...
For real? Like in real life?
No.
Oh.
No, not in real life. No, this is Fallout lore.
Oh, okay.
To my knowledge, there hasn't been a President Dick Richardson.
Oh, Dickie.
No. Though, I mean, he was kind of modeled off of Richard Nixon, which is why his name is called Dick Richardson,
Dickie,
Richard Nixon.
Dickie.
Stimpy, you idiot!
What?
Says, Ox, have you got your Arizona Iced Tea Fallout editions?
What is that?
I don't know. There's a Fallout Arizona Iced Tea? I didn't know that. I've got the Jones Soda. This is the Sunset Sarsaparilla Jones Soda.
Is it empty?
No, this one's full.
Let me see.
It's a collector's item. But no, I didn't know that there was an Arizona Iced Tea version.
Is this a brand from the Fallout universe?
Yes, Sunset Sarsaparilla comes...
Jones actually made one?
Yeah, they made a Nuka-Cola Quantum as well. Or no, yeah, they did. They've got a couple more. There's a Nuka-Cola Quantum up there, and there's also a Nuka-Cola peach flavor somewhere. It's like a peach-flavored Nuka-Cola.
Oh.
Alex in Wonderland says, your brother seems like a Stardew Valley kind of guy.
What's that?
It's a Stardew Valley. It's a great game with good gunplay, and you fight really challenging enemies, but you have to work on your kit a lot. So you're constantly modifying your weapons and upgrading your gear and exploring this big open world. No, I'm kidding. It's like a farm and village simulator.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah? All right.
I don't know. I don't think it would be up my alley.
So that's a diss right there.
I think it was.
That's a diss.
It's a bit of a diss. It's what it is. Nothing against Stardew Valley. I mean, it's a great game. People love that.
Okay.
Roland Palacio says, what?
Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing?
Yeah.
That'd be a good one. Could do Animal Crossing in Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
Roland Palacio says, hey, Ox, if you could have your own Starfleet ship, what would you name it? Starting with USS. Also, is your brother a Trekkie? Same as you? I mean, I'm kind of a Trekkie. I watched Next Generation a lot as a kid. Did you watch Next Gen at all?
No, dude. Star Wars all the way. Come on.
What?
Yeah.
You were never into Star Wars as a kid.
Dude, the rebellion. Screw the Empire.
Well, yeah, obviously screw the Empire, but we're not talking about Empire or Rebellion. We're talking about Star Trek versus...
Who's the Empire nowadays?
What are you talking about? Like in the real world? What was one of the rules?
You shall not talk about Fight Club.
That's right. We don't talk about Fight Club. What would I name my own starship? My own starship in the fleet. The USS. Well, Enterprise is taken. Constellation is taken. What can I call it? Constitution. The USS Constitution. That's what I would call it.
I'm all for the U.S. Constitution.
Cheng Yang says, what do you think when pre-America used Nikola Tesla's plans like Tesla armor?
Oh, don't even get me started about Tesla. Don't even get me started.
So he's talking about Nikola Tesla,
yeah.
Not Elon Musk's Tesla.
No, I'm talking about Nikola Tesla.
Okay, all right. So what?
Dude, they stole his scientific...
Edison? Edison stole.
No, Tesla. No.
Nikola Tesla stole from Edison?
No, the government stole Tesla's scientific information.
Oh.
They stole his crap, man.
Did they?
They did him dirty, dude.
The U.S. government did Tesla dirty?
They did him dirty.
Well, then maybe you should answer this one because, I mean, he's suggesting that pre-war America in the Fallout universe would use Nikola Tesla's plans to create like an electronic power armor.
Yeah.
Would you think that would be immoral?
No, free energy for the world, dude.
So what the U.S. government did to the real Tesla is good.
No.
Free energy.
No, they stole his scientific research.
Oh.
So that you couldn't give free energy for the world.
Oh, so they hoarded it.
They hoarded it.
Like the Brotherhood of Steel.
Oh, is that what they did?
That's what the Brotherhood does.
Yeah, because they didn't want that to get out. Because everybody had free energy, then they wouldn't be able to make $1 million off of gas and oil and all this stuff. Right?
Screw those guys. Screw the Empire, man.
Screw the Empire.
Alt Grendel says Battletoads.
From the NES?
Yes.
Dude, no, I can't because Anthony would be the one to make that channel.
Did you ever get past the mission where you're on like the jet ski?
Oh my god.
And you gotta leap over those little stick barriers?
So hard, man.
I never got over that one.
I remember we would go to the Ward's house
and we would sit there and play it.
Anthony would, and he would get like the furthest out of everybody. Yeah. You have to like memorize every single thing. It's stupid.
It was really hard. So no to being a Battletoads YouTuber. Okay. Brandon Belfed says, I'm 2,000 miles away from you guys, but I'm having a great time getting drunk with y'all. I like you, Ox, but I think me and the drunk Ox bro would click better. Cheers. You got a fan. You got a fan.
Dude, I'm for the common man. What can I say?
There's your first subscriber right there.
Yeah. Yep. I'm not stuck up like this guy.
Oh, thank you. Ozzy Kaler with a super tip. Thank you so much, Ozzy Kaler, with a couple of super tips there. Bill Herb says, what if Fallout Episode 5 isn't hitting at the Enclave, or isn't hinting at the Enclave, but something else? I mean, it's certainly possible. They've pulled the wool over our eyes a number of times. They've given us plenty of red herrings. But at this point, I don't know what else is left. They tried to blame Vault-Tec. They tried to blame House. Now, things are looking like they're blaming the Enclave. What's after that? I don't know.
Where's your cigar?
It's right here. You gotta nurse these things. You don't want it to get too hot.
Dude, and waste this puffer I got right here. These lungs were made for more. These were made for more.
You don't inhale it.
You don't need to inhale it.
You don't inhale it.
I know.
Okay.
That doesn't mean you don't use your lungs to puff it.
Well, okay. Technically.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that's true. The Vivid Kiwi says, I'd like to see you two play the trolley problem. Law?
I like big clouds. Okay?
Try a smoke ring.
Dude, yeah, can you still do those?
Yes, I can still do those.
See.
Okay, my mustache is getting in the way. Hold on. I can still do it. It's just my mustache was getting in the way.
Let's see it. Oh, man. Oh, that one was great for the camera, dude.
Yeah,
that was
great
like
for the
right
camera.
on there, man. Oh! Oh!
Well done. Nicely done. Excellent job. Okay.
I think that's the best one I've ever done.
That is the best one you've ever done. Well done.
Wait, are you saying I sucked in the past? Dude, man.
The trolley problem, huh? Thank you, the Vivid. I'm not familiar with that. Is that the ethical dilemma about if you've got like one person on one track and 5 people on another track, which one would you divert the trolley towards or something?
That's a very philosophical, ethical dilemma.
That's very tough. Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Like for the greater good, or do you break some eggs and make an omelet? What do you do?
And one is a Nazi. Like, just makes it even more complicated.
Yeah, man.
Layers to that trolley problem. Alt Grendel gave 5 Oxhorn memberships to the community. Thank you so much, Alt Grendel, and congratulations to Tarek Zahn, Stimpy, you idiot, Rob Weezus, Ryan's Views, and Mitchell Sheldon, 79.99. Thank you so much, Alt Grendel. Gianna King says, I was at a job interview the other day, and they asked if I could perform under pressure. So So I said, dum 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 da 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 dum.
Under pressure.
There you go.
Da, 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 da.
I don't know the lyrics. I think we all know Under Pressure and coming down.
Job
on me.
interviews
Da, da, da,
suck,
da.
man.
They do.
Suck. Especially what I interview for.
Mm.
Ugh. Horrible.
As part of your interview, I'd like you to build this entire website for free.
Basically.
Highlander723 says, are you going to apply for the Fallout reality show? If anyone could do that show and rely on Fallout lore, it's definitely you. What, is that a real thing that you can apply for? I don't know. Maybe. Connor Levalise says, do we think Coop is dead? I haven't watched the breakdown yet. Also, playing the demo discs is a great idea for YouTube channel. It used to be a show.
Do you agree with that statement?
Drill, baby, drill?
Yeah.
Like offshore drilling for oil?
Or inshore.
Inshore drilling for oil?
Yeah.
I think we should be focusing on nuclear power.
No politics, dude. What's wrong with you?
That's right.
What's wrong with you, man?
Broke my own rule.
What the heck, man?
Gosh, it's sticking.
Oh, that was a test and you failed.
Mm.
You failed, man.
I failed my own rule.
Ah.
I don't think Coop is dead. And I didn't really bring it up in my breakdown video because I kind of thought it was obvious that he's not dead. First of all, they're not going to kill off their primary character. Secondly, he's already appeared in the trailer in footage that hasn't appeared in the season yet. So we know that he shows up again. So no, I don't think they killed off Coop just yet.
All right, I need another drink.
All right.
Or maybe I should take yours. You're so weak, Sauce.
I will eventually get through them. There's water in the fridge. Fresh, cold water. Your body probably needs just regular water right now. It would feel good just to drink some ice cold water. There's also some old eggnog from Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably only expired by a few days. Just extra eggy is what it's going to taste like.
Yeah.
So you could try that.
That old eggnog type of taste.
Okay, I'll man the fort while you get some water.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Water. Dark Sharky Productions has been watching you for years. Your Fallout 2 playthrough was and is my favorite by far. I actually played Fallout 2 last year. It's my favorite. The Fallout 2 series that I did was so much fun to put together. It's also one of my most watched series on YouTube, so I'm really grateful that so many people enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed putting it together. Malazi with a super tip. Thank you so much, Malazi. Alex in Wonderland says, sorry, a diss, not a diss. Just caught you for the first live and can't help myself. Genuinely love your content, Ox. Thanks for the work you put in. No worries, Alex in Wonderland. Thank you so much for watching. DJ Mark says, Ox Bro wins. Star Wars for sure. Speaks. I mean, yeah, you know, Star Wars, it's okay. It's just like the space magic thing. I don't know. When I think of a good sci-fi franchise, I really want them to lean heavily on science, and Star Trek does that for me. I think they go a little crazy with some of the aliens that are pretty nuts, but you know, I prefer the scientific leaning aspect of Star Trek to Star Wars, but they're both good in their own ways. Alien Face says, your brother is pretty funny, Ox. I do miss the days when me and my little brother would talk crap to each other. Enjoy it while you can and don't get to see or talk to each other much. Stay amazing, Ox. Thank you, Alien Face. You too, stay amazing. It's expired, dude.
No. 119.
119? Okay.
119.
All right, you got 4 days.
Eggnog, and water. I caught it with water.
Well, enjoy your eggy water.
This is my eggy water right here.
Here, let's set this over here so it's not in the way. Okay, so you've got 4 days. Does it taste like it's close to turning? Or does it still taste fresh?
What does it taste like? Close to turning.
It's extra eggy.
Dude, it's so eggy. I love it.
Yeah, it's like a big spinach omelet. You're dripping.
Dude, my wife made me one of those the other day. It was great.
Yeah, you like that?
Mushroom, spinach, eggy waggies.
Mushroom. Oh, just mushrooms ruin everything they touch.
No, you get the right sauteed mushroom.
I just can't imagine putting fungus on your food.
Dude,
why would you do that?
Shrooms are the best.
Well, I mean, I'll lean into your experience on that. I wouldn't know. Sheng Yang says, Ox, are you wearing like Eddie Winter, my man? Like Eddie Winter? What, the hat? Or the cigar?
I need to get you a new hat.
You know, people have been saying that for a long time, but I like my hat. It's developed a patina, and I like it's got like this. Just don't look on the inside. No. I said don't look on the inside. You won't like what you see. But I like it. I'll wash it someday. Michael Ewan says, your bro should play Oregon Trail and talk politics. He'll go on a political rant when everyone in his party dies from dysentery in Oregon Trail. Is that what you're suggesting?
Yeah.
That'd be a fun broadcast, I think.
What do you think the people back then had politics for? What were their politics back then on the Oregon Trail?
I don't know. Homesteading?
Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah. I really hope I get to homestead this place and that I don't die of dysentery.
Yeah. What side would they be on like the Confederation, or would they be where would they be?
On the Confederacy?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they were going out west. I don't know. Like,
yeah.
I don't think the people on the Oregon Trail were.
We're as west as you can get.
They are. We are very west.
Yeah.
It's harder.
West side. Come on.
West side is the best side.
All right.
Maverick says theories on why the Howard family affects when the world ends. Also, what do you think about Mike Pondsmith's cyberpunk universe? I'm not familiar with Mike Pondsmith's cyberpunk universe, so I sadly can't contribute there. However, my guess as to why Cooper's family has something to do with the end of the world has to do with Barb and her relationship with the Enclave. That's going to be my best guess. I believe that she has a relationship with the Enclave that allows her to affect change to the fate of the world. Now, obviously, it wasn't enough change to prevent the apocalypse, but push the date back, change the date? Sure. How much that has to do with the Enclave? I don't know. Alex in Wonderland says, do you love what you do still? That egg water is barf. Are you talking to me? I mean, I love what I do. I love what I do. Does it taste like barf?
So it's rum and eggnog. Okay, eggnog rum. So it's good. It's good. I would never mix it with water. That's disgusting.
He was joking.
Come on.
He was joking. It's not watered down eggnog.
Come on.
Alt Grendel says, so is your brother how you would look without the beard? Oh, yeah. With the firmer jawline.
How is your jawline these days?
I don't know. I haven't seen it for 20 years.
That's a problem.
It's not a problem.
You should get mutton chops. Shave right here.
Just shave all of this out.
Yeah,
and just
yeah.
Get the
Keep
mutton
that
chops.
right. That way we can see what the state is of your jawline.
It's firm. It's like a
jawline says a lot about a person.
Does it?
It does.
What does it say about a person?
You said not to talk.
Oh,
Religion or politics.
so a jawline has something to do with a person's politics?
And
So eugenics.
You said don't be weird.
Okay, you're right. I did. Let's not be weird. Never mind. Let's change
You
topics.
said don't be weird.
Yep.
Okay?
Okay.
Everyone has a different definition of weird.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone.
I think eugenics is pretty weird.
That's weird. What else is weird?
Mushrooms
Mushrooms are weird.
and omelets. Totally weird.
See, omelets are weird to you, but they're not weird to me.
I didn't say omelets were weird. I said fungus in omelets is weird.
Right. But it's not weird to me.
What about pineapple on pizza?
Lovely.
What?
Yeah.
I think you just either made really good friends with chat or a bunch of new enemies.
Dude, come on, man.
Ketchup on eggs.
Situationally.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's a good situation for ketchup on eggs?
Okay. Imagine you're on a fishing boat in the middle of the Bering Strait.
All right, I'm there. I feel
Okay?
it. Salt
And
breeze.
all you have is eggs
Uh-huh.
and ketchup.
Okay.
Okay?
It'd be good.
Yeah. I mean, Tabasco sauce would be better.
Tabasco sauce,
That's
pretty good.
That's what
yeah.
you would reach for. But on a fishing boat in the middle of the Bering Strait,
You go for the ketchup.
that's what you got, man.
Okay.
That's what you got. That's what you go for.
Cheng Yang says, good night, I'm going to sleep. Good night, Cheng Yang. Thank you for stopping by. Clue Luke says, hey, Ox, your video on the All Roads Chance the Con comic book for New Vegas is my favorite video of yours. The sound and your reading were amazing. All love, Ox. Thank you, Clue Luke. I had such a fun time putting that video together so many years ago. Thoroughly enjoyed the comic. It was such a cool thing for them to include with the special edition for Fallout New Vegas.
Wait. Samurai Evan says, absolutely not pineapple on pizza. You got to go, Ox, bro. Laugh out loud.
I'm saying.
Come on, wait. Everybody in chat, give me a shout out if you like pineapple on pizza. Give me the shout out.
No. You give me a shout out if you don't like pineapple on pizza.
Come on. Okay, you gotta
It's
specify.
too sweet.
Come on, in the chat right now.
A pizza is not supposed to be sweet.
Or not pineapple. Come on, you gotta have the sweet and savory. Sweet and savory is the key. Come on.
Would you dump sugar on your pizza?
That's why Thai food is so amazing.
We're not talking about Thai food. We're
Thai
talking
food
about.
is like the salty sweet.
I
man.
understand salty sweet, but not on pizza.
Yeah,
Pizza is supposed
man,
to be
come on.
cheesy and oily. You know, it's bready. It's
Okay, we look. We got pineapple, yes. Pineapple.
There's a lot of yeses.
Pineapple and jalapenos, right? Yes.
Gross, says detective.
Okay, no. Look. Pineapple, yes. Yep.
This is an anti-shout out, he says.
Okay, pineapple is great on pizza. Pineapple on pizza, yes, all caps. Pineapple people, hell yes. Love it. Pineapple, hell yes. Pineapple on pizza.
You see what you're doing? I told you not to encourage him.
Look.
What did I say? I said don't encourage him.
Look, I'm seeing lots of pineapples, man. I'm seeing some booze on pineapple.
Sure.
But for the vast majority, I'm here on pineapple on pizza. Ocelot says that right there. Okay? All right? Come on. Pineapple and bacon? Yeah, how can you go wrong, man?
You see what you've done?
Come on, dude.
You were responsible for this.
Pineapple and jalapeno. That's a given, man. All right. Dude, man, I think the verdict is in, man. The verdict is in. You lose. You lose, you little
I guess
taste bud lacking crony.
a taste bud lacking crony.
That's what you are. At the end of the day. On your gravestone, and that's what it'll say.
It'll say I'm a taste bud lacking crony because I can't appreciate pineapple pizza.
That's what it'll say on your gravestone, man.
Okay.
I'll make sure to it. You're not going to be around to protest.
What makes you think I'm going to die before you?
You're older, dude.
By 2 years.
That's enough. Look at you, man.
Oh my God. Screw you. Screw you in your face. Screw you and your jawline and your pineapple pizza and your mushrooms and your omelets. Just screw all of that. Gianna King says, did you know that life travels faster than sound? And that's because people appear bright until they open their mouths. I'll take my leave right now. Night all. Thank you, Gianna King. Michael Ewan says, does Victor always spy / have a live connection to House? Is that why the ghoul acted so weird in the last episode when you saw Victor in the resort? He did in Fallout New Vegas, but remember in the show, he said that he was glitched, that he wasn't operating correctly. So does he still have a connection to House? I don't know. Clueless and Callie says, sorry, Ox, I'm siding with the Ox Bro on this one. Pineapple.
Let's go! Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Alex in Wonderland says, my job uses eggs, powder, plus water. Glad you still love you do. Egg powder plus water? What to cook with?
Instant eggs, man.
Oh, right.
Yeah, instant eggs. If you're stuck on a fishing boat in the Bering Strait, that's what you got, man.
Yeah. In that case, I could imagine a little bit of ketchup.
I remember the powdered milk?
Yep, the powdered
Back,
milk.
like the military rations that we used to get.
Yeah, I remember that.
Used to be big on that.
I did. The MREs.
Yeah, MREs, right? The powdered milk, man.
It was a meal.
Powdered food. Space food.
Space food.
Remember the Neapolitan ice cream that you got in the space food?
I think that was you. When we went to the Air and Space Museum?
Yeah, the Museum of Flight.
Museum of Flight, yeah.
Yep. It was like hard and crunchy.
Yeah. It's not ice cream. Ice cream shouldn't be hard and crunchy.
All right, fruit and tea. Blah. I knew bro was a fisherman. Hustle bones. So our dad was a fisherman. So he had a fishing boat. So when we were very young, that was a big part of our life. My dad was always gone the most part of the year fishing in the waters of Alaska. And
we spent a season out with him. You remember that?
Yeah, we got flown in on a helicopter onto the boat, right?
4th grade, 3rd grade.
Really? You remember that?
I do.
3rd grade?
I think it was 3rd grade. Yeah, you were in 3rd grade. I was in 4th grade. We had to do our homework while we were...
What was your 4th grade teacher?
Ansatique.
Mine was Mrs. Snodgrass.
You had Snodgrass. I had Ansatique. And we had to do all of our homework. So every single day we would get up and sit at that table in the mess.
Wait, it was during the school year when we did this?
Yeah, they took us out of school early that year.
What?
Yeah, and we had to make up everything. It was before summer. It was like 3 months before summer.
Okay.
And we spent that out at sea.
Wow. So the only thing I remember from that whole time is I had, a G.I. Joe. And I remember like in the crack, like the paneling of like one of the walls in the fishing boat.
He's still there.
So I was setting up my G.I. Joes like I used to play setup where I would set up the G.I. Joes and pretend like they're shooting at each other. Mm-hmm. I set up one on the wall of the fishing boat down in the bulk of the hole.
I remember that.
And he fell through.
Because it was wood paneling.
Yeah. But now it's at the bottom of the ocean.
Right.
He's at the bottom of the ocean.
You're just giving them our entire family history, aren't you?
I mean, what?
All right. I guess it's not a big deal. All right.
Humble beginnings, man.
Humble beginnings.
Humble beginnings.
To humble beginnings. OG2NV says, you guys are definitely brothers. God bless you both. Happy New Year and love your Fallout vids, Ox. Thank you so much. OG2NV.
What?
Lawrence Corner says, who is your parents' favorite child? Lol.
Well. So, me and Mother, we pray for you very often.
I am the source of much prayer in the family.
Dude, we pray for everyone. Okay, don't think too highly of yourself.
Oh, what do you mean? Just because I know you pray for me, I'm suddenly thinking too highly of myself.
Come on, you're like maybe 15%.
15%, okay.
15% of the prayers.
Yeah,
you got 15%.
The other. All right, that's good. Well,
Yeah.
thank you for some of the prayers.
There's so many other people in our lives that we can pray for.
Oh, you said our lives.
Well,
okay.
yeah.
They're close.
So
They're
that's
close.
who's the favorite. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Well, if he was born a daughter, then it would be obvious that I would be the favorite. But since she had two sons.
What
Yeah.
are you talking about?
Dude.
Are you suggesting that if our mom had a daughter, she wouldn't love the daughter as much as the son?
I'm suggesting that.
You can't. She's probably watching.
Sorry, Mom.
Why would she wouldn't. She would totally love all of her children equally. Why are you saying that?
Well, in theory, yes.
In theory?
Yeah. But in practice.
There is no practice. She didn't have any daughters.
Correct. So thank God, right? So
But why are you saying this though? Because there's nothing to base it on. You're just assuming.
I'm not.
What are you talking about? Don't listen to him. He's just insane right now. I said don't be weird, man. This is weird. This is very weird.
Yeah, but it's not weird in the general sense. It's weird in the private sense.
But it's no longer private.
Well, no one knows our mom, so it's like, okay, whatever.
My mother loved all of her children equally.
That's the true statement, right?
If she had daughters, she would have loved them as much as her sons.
We'll never know. It's okay.
We'll never know. We will never know.
We'll never know.
But you're insinuating that she wouldn't have. And you don't have to explain. Just don't. Just don't explain. Just move on. We'll move on to another topic.
Moving on.
The chat is running dry. You know what?
No.
That's,
We
it's
still
running.
got 700 people on here, okay? 705.
It's true.
What's the average?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to the analytics of the show. This is about average. It's about average for the show.
Okay. Average, we're average. It's cool, man. All right. The imaginary ostracized ox-sister. Right. LEBs means imaginary ostracized ox-sister. That's right.
Imagine her feelings, says Ellie Beast.
I'm imagining it, man. I feel for that girl right now.
You're crushing her.
Right now, man.
Gosh.
Wow.
Gonna give her a complex, an imaginary one.
Yeah, dude. I totally got it. It's there, man. It's there.
Alex in Wonderland says, I don't know. Bro just said he's got gravestone plans already.
Oh. Yeah. That's right.
You've been thinking about this. You know what you're gonna do with me,
Oh.
huh? Do you have a plot already picked out? What's gonna be my eternal view?
Right next to Dad. It's cool.
Just as long as the stone doesn't say Rafflemouth. Just don't do that to me.
I don't think I would
please.
need to do anything related to you two, man. It's cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Then write whatever else you want. I don't care.
I'll do a Brotherhood of Steel like quotes or something.
Forced me to play Cobra as a child. Fine. Just not Rafflemouth. Not Rafflemouth.
Rafflemouth. Does anybody from the chat even know Rafflemouth?
There are a few people who know my old stuff.
Yeah?
Yeah, there are a few.
Rafflemouth. How many views does that video have now?
Like 5 million, something like that.
Yeah? Well, World of Warcraft's time is come and gone.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah, it's a dead beast right now.
But there were good memories, Not everything lasts forever.
So many good memories. Yep.
It was a good community. I have very fond memories of the old World of Warcraft community.
I missed the peak, man. I missed I missed Burning Crusade.
You did.
I missed the Outlands.
But you were there for Wrath of the Lich King.
No.
No, you missed Wrath?
No, I missed Wrath. I came in on Cataclysm.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was there for Vanilla right at the beginning.
Right.
And then...
Yeah.
Yep. And then I came back, Cataclysm.
Cataclysm, yeah.
Yep. Cataclysm.
You missed the peak.
I missed the peak.
But at least you got pandas.
Wow. Yep. I did change Beanstalk to a panda at one point.
You did?
I did.
Wow, okay.
He was a goblin, then he was a dwarf. Cause I switched to Alliance to get with Josh.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
And then Panda at the end.
Alliance. How could you play the Alliance?
Yeah, I know. It seems impossible right now.
Do you remember Dark Age?
Very fondly.
Very fondly. That was great.
Yeah, you were a
Furbolg.
Furbolg. What was your class?
Hero.
A Furbolg hero with the spear.
With the spear. And he could turn himself into a giant staff.
And I was a Celtic mentalist.
Mentalist. It wasn't a bard?
Wait, I was a bard.
Yeah, the Hibernia had the bards.
Ashton was my bard.
Ashton the bard.
Serrano was my mentalist.
Then you also had a mentalist.
Yeah. But yeah, Ashton was the bard for sure. Yeah.
And then I had that root creature named Hornbeam. Remember he was like the mage. What were they called? The race of that? They were like Ents or something? Entfolk?
Very vaguely, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's so weird that MMO didn't last that long.
Well, I mean, World of Warcraft came out and just decimated it. Like there were a bunch. There was
Did you ever
Dark
play-
Age of Camelot, Asheron's
Did you
Call,
ever play
EverQuest. I played a little bit. I played a dwarf in EverQuest.
I was a half-elf ranger
Were you?
named Kimmelin.
I forget what my character's name was.
And I remember questing over like this special suit of ranger specific armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember trying to get a special dwarf chest plate that only dropped off of an ogre named Corfunk and his sister Zarkumbi.
Okay.
I even remember their names. And I had to just run around this big open area in EverQuest.
The grinding was crazy.
The grind was awful.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to move on until I got that armor. Because it was red and I wanted that armor. Yeah. It would have looked so good on my dwarf. And so I just ran around that field for days and days. And I eventually lost interest in EverQuest because I never got it. I never got it.
Dude, somehow they think that we're like alcoholic ranting. But this is like edifying conversation, I think.
I think it's very edifying.
Yeah.
Can it also be drunk ranting?
No.
Maybe.
No.
You're on your third drink.
Yeah.
Third.
But
Number 3.
Yeah, but this is tame. See, this is tame.
This is tame? Okay, well, I'll take your word for it. This is my norm. I'm usually like
Dude, come on.
Listen. I enjoy it over like I'll enjoy this the next day.
There's no ice.
It's melted, yeah. But the melting of the ice brings out the flavor in the scotch.
So you savor next day scotch?
Of course I do. I'm not going to waste it.
Wow, dude. Dude, my shirt.
Lawrence Corner says Rafflemau has 18 million views.
What, does it really?
Doesn't it have 18 million now?
Wow.
Holy cow. I didn't know that it got all the way up to 18 million. Rob Weezes says, Oxhorn, would you ever voice a character in a Fallout mod? If so, which game? And what would you want your quest to be? I could see you being an overseer or a high up in the Brotherhood or Enclave. Simonton. I don't know what that acronym means.
Where?
SMTN. Something like that? I don't know. Oh yeah, I'd do that. I would. SMTN, yeah, I don't know what it means. But I would enjoy doing voice acting work for a mod or for a game or for the show, if anyone from the show is watching, I wouldn't mind doing some voiceover work. But yeah, what kind of character would I like to be? I don't know. I'd love to be like on the radio. You tune into Galaxy News Radio, and there I am, just talking and playing old songs from the 50s.
Yeah.
I could do that. I could see myself doing that.
Yeah, kind of like Grand Theft Auto radio channels. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the Grand Theft Audio radio channels are good.
Perfect would be Tim Dillon. Tim Dillon ranting would be great.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know? Who knows who Tim Dillon is? Come on, give me chat.
I don't know who that is.
Come on, we got people who know Tim Dillon.
But I remember the radio shows in Cyberpunk 2077, and those were hilarious as well.
Nobody. Just literally nobody.
Who's Tim Dillon? I don't know who Tim Dillon is.
He's a comedian.
There. Michael Ewan knows Tim Dillon.
Okay.
So a famous comedian that you know, you'd like him as a radio host in Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah, him just ranting.
That'd be great, huh?
Him just ranting on random stuff would be the best Grand Theft Auto radio channel. For sure. For sure.
Okay.
Maybe not good for the Fallout universe.
But for Grand Theft Auto?
But for Grand Theft Auto, it'd be pristine. Pristine?
Yep. Pristine. Preem.
Yep, like a pristine hide.
Preem shoom.
Remember pristine hides?
No idea. Pristine hides?
Yeah, pristine. Like what game did we play where there was pristine hides?
I don't know. What are you talking about? What are you... Alex in Wonderland says, Little Bro is in the wins with ashy lap. Next day is thumbs up. Yeah, he'll have a good day next day. I'm sure he'll...
So look, I get this way. The next day is no problem. Okay? It's no problem. So, like, come on.
Brandon Beltfed says, what's the difference between Elon Musk and a lemur? Elon made the electric call. A lemur, Madagascar.
Madagascar. Yeah.
Madagascar, yeah. Okay. That's good. No, it's good. I like it. More of those, please. Those are great. Jethro Davis says, hey, Ox, how are we feeling about the lore of the Fallout show? What would you say about all the changes to the lore? I feel that the Fallout show has done its research, and it has made some mistakes. Some of them are pretty big. And I've talked about them ad nauseum on my channel. But I also think that they've demonstrated that they've gone out of their way to try and respect the lore. If they have made any mistakes, I think that it's been inadvertent, or that they're gonna. I felt that. I felt that on my arm, dude. Ugh. What was I saying now? I don't even know. Or they're going to weave it into something later on that's going to make more sense. So it's not perfect, but it's probably the best we could ever expect from a TV adaptation. Nick Valentine says, people still play World of Warcraft. Could either of you still return to playing modern WoW? Think you would ever return?
I'd have to get to a real low for that.
What are you saying to the people who play it now and enjoy it?
I'm not saying anything. I'm saying where I'm at currently with the wife and the kids and all this stuff, it's like...
It's difficult to justify the time.
Correct.
Right, yeah.
Like if I was single and young, a little bit younger, then like that's the type of game that gets you through college.
It does.
Yeah.
I mean, I played it in college.
There are these games that like gets you through like the tough times of your life where you're buckling down and you're studying and you're trying to make your way in the world, right? And that kind of gets you through the monotonous periods of your life where you're just kind of hanging in there, man.
Oh, I was going to say fisting, but okay, hanging in there. That's good too. He doesn't know about Fisto. We haven't told him about Fisto. I'll have to tell you about Fisto later. Never mind. Alex in Wonderland says, I was saying next day Scotch is thumbs up. I don't know about bro. Oh, got you.
I'm not drinking Scotch. I haven't drinking a lick of Scotch.
But you were mocking my next day Scotch. I'm going to savor this today, and I'll have some left over for tomorrow. And he's agreeing with me. Next day Scotch is okay.
You drink Scotch the next morning?
Not morning. I'm an after 5 o'clock kind of.
Okay, so you'll have a Scotch the night before, and then 5 p.m. the next day rolls around, and you're like, hey.
Oh, look at this.
I'm drinking that.
A present I left for myself.
You know
it's
how
there.
much ash is in this atmosphere right now?
I do, yeah.
So you're going to have an ash full glass of Scotch.
You take this, like this, wrap it around your finger, skim the top, and get all the ashes up.
Off the glass.
No, off the top of the water, of the fluid.
Oh.
Because the ash settles on top of the liquor, and then you just skim it off.
Okay. You know, ash makes really good insulation. You know that?
Oh, I didn't know that. Thank you. DJ Mark says, I dare Oxbro. Never mind, I'm not reading that.
Where?
We're not doing dares
here,
on this program.
Let me see it.
No, you don't need to see it.
I won't do anything. Okay, I just want to read it.
Fine. I dare Oxbro to use ox sleeve as a tissue.
Oh.
There's a box of tissues right there.
Yeah.
You can always grab one of those instead of sneezing into me.
This is very textured.
Yeah, it's seersucker.
Like there's little nubs all across the shirt.
It's extremely comfortable.
Like this is a very texturized shirt. Like I would have to say. Like,
it wicks away sweat.
Like it's not smooth, sleek. It's like very like.
But it's not
welcoming.
It's not. It's not designed to be a sneeze cloth. That's all.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like this is a very welcoming texture. Like I would, if I was a cat, I would love to just knead up on this for sure. Like this would be the post that I would mount.
What did I say about being weird? This is weird. Stop talking about kneading up on the texture of my shirt. If you were a cat.
If I was a
What did you're not a cat?
Look. Let's just put all the furry stuff aside.
Can we get to the next comment, please?
Mixed?
Next comment.
Next.
The next comment.
Next, okay.
Roland Palacio says, speaking of Grand Theft Auto, since you played Red Dead Redemption 2, might you consider playing Grand Theft Auto 6?
Red Dead Redemption 2 was like the best.
It was
best.
It was just it was absolute art.
Absolute
is
art.
What it was.
The environment, it just takes you back there. I just loved it.
You know my favorite part? When he comes back from the island and he's on his horse, and it's just him riding the horse, and that music montage, Will I Stand Unshaken, plays.
Yeah.
I got confused because I streamed that live and I didn't hear the lyrics right. I thought he said, Will I Stand on Chicken? And so then that became a meme in the community for a while. Will I stand unchicken?
I don't remember that part.
You don't remember that part?
I remembered at the ending. I remember.
Well, don't spoil it in case there are people who haven't played it.
Come on.
Well, you know, it's got a very dramatic ending, and you don't want to.
I cried, dude.
I cried too. I cried on camera.
I cried. My daughter, like I used to play that in front of my daughter when she was like 2 years old.
Why would you play that to her? It's a violent game.
It's made her who she is today. Okay, she's a strong, independent woman.
Girl.
All right, but I remember it. I remember crying, and my daughter's like, "Daddy, why are you crying?" I'm like, "It's Arthur Morgan."
Oh.
Gosh. So sad.
It's so sad. It's poetic. It's such a good game.
Poetic. Very good.
One
of Rockstar's best.
It truly is.
Yeah.
The iconic Ashley says, Hi Ox, I've watched you since I was a kid and I've always wondered what irradiated creature scares you the most. Mine is the rat scorpion mother in New Vegas. I mean, cazadors are just awful. They scare me in the game, even at the highest level. When I see cazadors, I avoid them. I'll go to Quarry Junction. I'll take on the Deathclaws. But cazadors? No, I steer clear. Also, the tunnel creatures in the Long 15, what were they called? The tunnelers? They were just called the tunnelers, right? They were pretty brutal as well. Colliger says, what do you consider the canon ending for each Fallout game? And why, for me, the Fallout 3, Brotherhood of Steel, New Vegas' House, and Fallout 4, Brotherhood of Steel. Well, I mean, the canon ending for Fallout 3 is the Brotherhood of Steel. So they canonized that with the events of Fallout 4. So the Enclave didn't win. As for New Vegas, I think the show has told us that the house ending is true. As for Fallout 4, it's either the Brotherhood ending or the Minutemen ending with peace with the Brotherhood. Those are the only two options left.
So, Deuteronomus.
But there.
As a younger brother, Oxbro's ability to push Ox's buttons make me laugh so hard.
Is that what all younger brothers do? Deuteronomus, is that your role in your family dynamic as well? I believe it.
Yep. I mean, come on.
Michael Ewan says, do you have a poll on... Can you do a poll on having your brother co-host the show with you quarterly?
What?
Every quarter, you want to come on and do the show with me.
How much will I make?
Free rum.
I'm there.
Free rum and cigars. Alt Grendel says, TV wants to know what you thought about what the synthetic man said. So, the synthetic man in Fallout 3 is Harkness, and I'm trying to figure out what you mean by what he said. What did he say? The synthetic man? There are so many synthetic men and women in Fallout 4. In Fallout 3, there's only Harkness, and I can't recall what he said that would be noteworthy. So you're going to have to...
expand upon that notion. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Tyler, H7P, says, have you played Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta yet?
Not me, but...
I have not because it's like PS5 exclusive. I mean, they have it for like the PC and the Xbox, but like right now I only have a PS4. If my brother purchases me a PS5, then I would gladly purchase Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta.
Wow, you see what you've done now?
Yeah. So here, let's get a GoFundMe for
No, we're not doing that.
Oxbros.
No GoFundMes. No.
Oxbros PS5 fund.
We're not doing that. Nope. Not at all. Alex in Wonderland says, Alex is masculine, but watch Fatal Attraction.
Where?
I don't know. This is clearly in response to something that we responded.
Wait, where?
Right there, the blue one. This is clearly in response to something that we said earlier, but I don't remember what we said. Fatal Attraction. I remember that's a movie from the 90s or something like that.
It's only $2. Come on, ignore it.
No, we don't ignore. These people are watching us live and they're donating.
Look, I was defending your fans earlier, okay? So we gotta it's gotta be.
You were only defending the ones who like pineapple pizza.
Dude, it's an intermittent reinforcement.
We need constant reinforcement.
Intermittent, like if you don't you know anything about human psychology?
Tell me, what am I missing about humans?
Intermittent reinforcement. So like if you argue with someone and like beat them down into a pulp, and then every now and then you be like, hey, you're the greatest, I love you so much, and I'm just gonna give you all this love bombing, right? And then you're like, oh, you're the worst. That's what keeps them coming back.
That's a healthy relationship, you think?
Not healthy.
So it's definitely not healthy, but it works.
It works.
Is what you say? It's not healthy, but it works.
Works.
Oh my. Okay. I don't know if I agree with you, but it's an interesting theory. Roland says, you didn't finish answering my super chat, Ox. Sorry if I got distracted, but I think you can sympathize. Would I ever play Grand Theft Auto 6? Yeah, I'd play Grand Theft Auto 6. I haven't played any of the others. I take that back. I played a little bit of Grand Theft Auto 4 many, many years ago, but I didn't get very far in the plot. But yeah, I played Grand Theft Auto 6 a little bit. Alt Grendel says about the show. Alex is masculine, but watch Fatal Attraction about the show. No, that's Alt Grendel. The synthetic man about the show? So, Harkness in the show isn't the synthetic man from Fallout 3. They didn't find us, well, I mean, I don't want any spoilers, but just because he shared the name Harkness with the Harkness from Fallout 3 doesn't mean that Paladin Harkness is a synth. So we can't jump to that conclusion. But,
Deuteronomus says Oxbro is not wrong, sadly, about the mental manipulation. Look, I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's right.
You should start a podcast.
I'm not saying it's moral, it's pure. I'm not saying it's the right mode of being. What I'm saying is, so many people caught up in that push and pull of the relationship drama. You know, I love you. No, I hate you. Okay, that's what gets you. Okay?
It gets some people, but it doesn't get everybody. Like, there's some people who just don't want that at all. People start to be manipulative, and you're like, I'm going to cut this out of my life.
And that's why you're a hermit.
Yes, that's why I'm a hermit. I like my solitude. Where was I?
Look,
the synthetic...
the toxic relationships aside.
Okay, yes, continue.
There are healthy relationships.
Very much so.
There can be healthy relationships.
Yeah, there sure can.
You can break through the miasma of this toxic relationship monstrosity.
I'm really trying to answer your super chats. I really am. What I think about Paladin Harkness is I think that he was an excellent character. I'm sad he's gone, but I'm also glad that he was dealt with the way that he was, because he did represent the Commonwealth Brotherhood, the way that the Commonwealth Brotherhood represents themselves in Fallout 4. And that's what I said in my video breakdown of that particular episode. Daylina, too, says, I'd like to think the Fallout show is someone else's playthrough and not canon, but the Brotherhood Fallout 3 ending is. Well, I mean, it would be interesting to think that, but the producers and the developers have said that the information in the Fallout show is canon. So it might not be our own head canon, but in terms of the overarching Fallout universe that we're all participating in, it is canonical.
Where did this term canon come from?
It came from scripture. From you canonize, if you canonize a religious text, it becomes sacred.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
So if we're talking
so that's why the Book of Enoch.
It's not canon.
That was excluded.
It was excluded.
We're not doing Book of Enoch.
Exactly.
It talks too much about the Nephilim and
Lilith.
Oh yeah, and we're like, we're not all about that. That's too way out there. We need more canon.
That was decided before our time. They came together at a council and they decided it's not canon.
The Council of Nicaea.
Nicaea.
Wow, dude, you're a history buff here.
Mencia.
I was like Mind of Mencia, right?
Yeah, I remember Mind of Mencia. It was the Council of Nicaea, not the Council of... Oh. Oh my God.
Council of Mencia, guys.
Oh, I'm so glad this is recorded forever.
Book of Enoch is canon in Ethiopian Orthodoxy. It's true.
That's true, yeah.
The Ethiopians, man, one thing you can say about them is they got the canon down, man.
Okay, I'm so glad that's where that went. Aiden Paul says, Ox, does the ghoul saying last episode that he's been all over the U.S. looking for management vaults make you not mind him in Fallout 76 as much? Yeah, no, that definitely helps. It helps explain why he was in Ohio as quickly after the bombs dropped as he was. So, yeah, that's a great tie-in. Flower Power, a member for 73 months, says, morning, Ox and chat. Morning, Flower Power.
Michael Ewan says, super chat, too, is what does your brother think about the Gospel of Thomas?
What do you think?
I would say go look into Wes Huff. Wes Huff is like a Christian theologist, philosopher, who talks about that. So go look into him.
If you had to summarize what he said, what would it be?
I would be breaking your rule at that point.
You've already broken the rule.
No.
You brought up the Council of Mencia.
No. That's not biblical at all. Okay? So I don't think I've broken your rule at all.
All right. Alex in Wonderland says $2 to say I'm a girl. You assumed I'm a guy. Oh, that's what she means. I'm so sorry, Alex in Wonderland. So there's another $2. Alex in Wonderland is a girl.
Well, I mean,
now we know. Thank you very much, Alex.
If the Bublé song Wonderland. Wait, is that Bublé?
I don't think it's
Body
Bublé.
is Wonderland.
No, don't get weird, man. Michael Ewan says, what does your brother think of... Oh, we already read that one. Thank you. Cliff Dreams says, Oxhorn got me into Fallout. You the goat. Thank you very much, Cliff Dreams.
Gospel of Judas. Yeah, they're trying to get me to break the rules. Dude.
Yeah, they sure are.
Ox, your brother... Starbrand Power says, Ox, your brother is poor and misogynistic.
I tried. I tried. I gave you advice. I gave you some boundaries and ground rules. And listen, if you wade beyond those, I can't help you. There is a point where you've traveled too far, and I can't reach out to save you.
It's funny. I haven't said a single thing about women this whole time.
Let's not let's. You said that my mother would not like her female children as much as her male children. That's what you said.
Yeah, but that says nothing about her as a mother or a woman.
What as a goblin? What does it say? What does it say about her?
Nothing. It's that she grew up in a time where she only had a sister.
We don't need to share these details. We don't need to explain them. Just say, yeah, you're right. This was a stupid thing to say on camera because I was joking the entire time. It was just a joke.
Just a joke, guys.
Zerlo says, what is this about, by the way? I don't know. What is this about? I don't think we know what this is about. It was about Fallout. We're still trying to keep it focused on Fallout, but we've wandered into the woods quite a few times.
I mean, he hasn't kicked me out yet.
I haven't, but we've been live for a while. So we're probably going to have to wrap things up here in a little bit. How are you on your cigar? You've got about an inch left. How are you on your drink? Again, you've got about an inch left.
Yep.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling like an inch strong right now.
What does that mean? It is what it is, huh?
If you got an inch, use it.
Wow. Thank you for sharing. I think I'm going to lean back. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to lean back.
Tony J14C says, this reminds me of the one and only time I went to a nightclub with my big sister, and she did not understand my point. We did not need a taxi to go 1/3 of a mile back to mom's house. Laugh out loud.
Okay. TV says Synthetic Man is a YouTuber, Oxhorn. Oh. Oh. I had no idea. I thought you were actually making a reference to the Synthetic Man quest from Fallout 3. I'm not familiar with the Synthetic Man as a YouTuber. I'm sure he does amazing content. But yeah, I don't know enough about them to be able to comment, sadly.
He's very synthetic. What is the opposite of synthetic?
Organic?
Really?
I guess.
Organic sounds nice.
Depends on what it is.
Can you think of a bad organic thing?
Yeah, an organic robot.
That would be synthetic.
Yeah, it would. No, it would.
An organic robot is synthetic.
No, synthetic is the opposite of organic.
No, but you said robot.
Right, but if you synthesize organic material, I suppose it could be a synthesized organic. Well, this isn't interesting. Why aren't we talking about this?
This is very interesting.
Organic pineapple on pizza, says DJ Mark.
Pineapple on pizza is very organic.
Jim says, what cigar you puffing on? A San Francisco Sunlight? I would love to be able to find a brand of San Francisco Sunlights. They were Kellogg's favorite brand, but sadly, I have yet to find a brand called San Francisco Sunlights. But no, I forget what brand this was. I showed it off at the beginning of the episode.
Lunatic. Nicaragua.
Deuteronomy says the opposite of synthetic is natural. Organic is just alive or not. Okay.
Right.
That makes sense.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that. Mario Trovato says, who is your least favorite Fallout character? Well, that's difficult because I wonder if you mean how. Because Dean Domino is really a repellent person, but he's also a really interesting character. So I wouldn't want to be friends with him, but I do enjoy the fact that I got to know him during the events of the Dead Money DLC. So, yeah, I don't really know if there is like a bad character in any of the Fallout games, like a just a poorly done character. I mean, many of the characters or companions in Fallout 3 were really thin, but for what they were pretty interesting.
Azimuth Phoenix wants to know, hey, what's your social security number?
555-5555. Alan Carr says Desmond Lockhart. Yeah. Desmond Lockhart is also a pretty repugnant character, but he's also interesting. He was part of the Great Game. We learned more about the Great Game from him than we did from any other character. Lunacy says, I hate Alistair Tenpenny. There's a lot to hate in Alistair Tenpenny, but the one interesting thing about Alistair Tenpenny is he's actually pretty progressive when it comes to accepting ghouls into his tower. He wasn't the one. I mean, yes, it was... You can convince him to allow ghouls into the tower, and then he's like, well, if they become a problem, we'll have a bunch of sport hunting them. But the fact that they were ghouls didn't bother him. There were a bunch of others in the tower that hated them for the smell and for the way they looked, and he didn't care about that. He wanted to kill them if they became a problem just because it would be fun to hunt them. But he's also the one who thought that blowing up Megaton would be a good sight as well. So it wasn't because of ghoul hatred, it was due to the weirdness of his own mind. So yeah, he's an interesting character in his own right, but again, I wouldn't want to be best friends with Tenpenny. Samurai Revan says probably Strong. He doesn't like anything. Yeah, he's a pretty one-dimensional, though. I did a profile video on Strong recently. It was last year sometime, where I tried to dive in and squeeze out as much character from Strong as there was. And there was a little bit. As much as he doesn't like anything, he does have a core philosophy that he adheres to. And once you understand it, his likes and dislikes do begin to make a little sense. Though he's pretty opaque. It's hard to kind of get a grips to what he likes and dislikes, but there is a logic there. So even he, in his own way, is pretty interesting. All right, we got about like 3 more minutes, and then we shall bid adieu. Bazab says, I reckon Paladin Dance is the best Fallout 4 companion. I really enjoyed Paladin Dance as a character. Is he the best Fallout 4 companion? I think it depends on what you're role-playing. If you're role-playing a Brotherhood character, he is the best until you get to a certain point in the plot. I've always really enjoyed Preston Garvey. As annoying as he does get, he's a really moral character, and I admire him as a person. But I think in terms of interest, there are a lot of other characters in Fallout 4 that are just way more interesting, like Nick Valentine. He's got to be probably my favorite character because not only is he morally principled, but he's snarky and sarcastic, and he can tell a joke. He can take a ribbing to a certain extent, and he's got wit. He's a witty character. So Nick Valentine is probably way up there for me. Are you feeling it?
Feeling it, man.
All right. That's our cue. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for this episode of Scotch and Smoke Rings. This was a heck of a lot of fun. I'm so glad my brother was able to join me again after a very long hiatus. Let me know if you'd like to see him come back. Who knows? Maybe we can make this happen again sometime. But we're going to hit the sack because it's pretty late for us. So thanks again for coming, everybody. Have a wonderful night. And I'll see you all again very soon with more lore videos and more live streams. Bye-bye now.